But Ish, what can't be fleeting?
And then you're letting him lead you. It doesn't matter how you feel.
Saying he's led by God, but you feel like God is not telling y'all that. Do you still follow him?
You said something interesting, Ish. You just said like men don't think the way that women do. So it almost sounds like you don't fully trust their expertise. So how could you successfully be led by
So the
women?
majority of men don't have kids. Y'all are picking wrong. Y'all are literally picking the minority.
Every man that's on this panel, y'all have more kids than all of us women.
51% of black men are single and childless.
Excuses for the statistics. The statistics don't bode well in your favor. So you say things like, okay, are they shooting blanks? Or they
because men, I don't feel like men are overall passive aggressive. The majority of men. Do you think that silence is that passive aggressive? Because we will do that.
Yeah, because there's niggas that'll use that as a way to trigger a woman. Like, because a lot of time a woman will tell you, like, when you're silent, it makes me feel like I'm ignored. So a nigga will do that intentionally.
Yeah, no, I'm just because I didn't agree with the passive aggressive part until Mary said that. I'm like, okay, I can see men and be like, you know what? I ain't saying nothing else. Will unsubscribing from the Democratic Party help fix Black America?
Let's just unsubscribe. No, you got to know why.
I don't think so. That's the only thing that get black people together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Wow.
Like that.
What I think will fix is if black people truly understood politics.
Because for a guy, because listen, it's so many different reasons for a man to want to hang out with his friends.
Adrian, I'm not gonna let that slide. I heard you. Why do you think that it's older single women who share that opinion?
Sometimes that's the case. There has to be
Explain
balance.
what White History Month is.
It's honoring the achievements of the greatest ethnic group in human history.
Wow.
I think all of that shit deserves a put him in the bathroom.
Would you rather have a whore of a daughter or a gay son?
Let's see here.
bruh.
Because if she's a hoe, that ain't my problem. Hell, she just be a hoe. Shit.
That's a whore. Definitely. Like,
Yeah, is going to college a waste of time?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't think for biology. It's ridiculous.
And can I just piggyback on that?
Read this for me, Q.
Okay, $5 super chat from Omega Green. Depends. Go for STEM, medical or law. However, if you go for BS degrees like communications, is that supposed to be policies? Or
poli-sci, political science.
Poli-sci, okay. Yeah. Or criminal justice, it's wasted time.
Final thought.
When you take a man's time, it's like taking his money. When you take a man's money, it's like taking his time. Simply put, we want something for it. If you're not interested, don't go out. Sis, hit me up. Let's clear your coochie balance.
Do women, should they still be covered by men? Do women need to understand what it takes for men to feel like they should be covered by men?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, women don't value men anymore, and it's evident.
For women to admit that they're not equal to their men, women have to come to that conclusion that you are not equal to your man. Are you for spanking? Let's go around the room, yes or no. Q, you for spanking?
Absolutely.
Age.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so big kids don't get spankings?
You gotta fight them niggas.
There's no difference between divorced women and single mothers. The man will, in both circumstances, suffer comparably with no benefit to himself. The benefits don't outweigh the cost.
But it's still better to go with someone who hasn't gone through that. It's still better to not choose them.
Have men been getting over on household duties all this time?
Listen, but I don't touch a trash bag to save my life.
So let me ask you, could you and your wife switch roles in what you do versus what for that person hold y'all back or let y'all go?
Physically, can't nobody hold me back.
Ain't no such thing as a fair fight. But each, what can't be fleeting?
Direction, choose your own path.
Don't just wear anything. Wear garments that mean something. We got hats. We got sweatshirts. We got jackets. We even got hoodies. Let's not forget our classic tees. Direction, choose your own path.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basically, pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
Direction, choose your own path.
You know, this is the home of We Major, Me Frosty, Unfamous, and the restricted clothing brands. Let's get it.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basically, pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
Yo. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most, man. Risky. Santini in the building. See you in the chat first, man. Salute. Hit that like button, share the stream, share the channel. Let's get it popping, man. E-Dub in the building was good. D Majesty in the building. Salute. John was popping. Rock Solid in the building. Salute my G. Rum in the building was goody. Good to see you, Op. Daily in the building. I like it.
Shit like that.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Foe in the building was goody. Perfect. Tokyo Foe was popping. Been a member for 4 months. Nathaniel, Shalom.
Shit like that.
Goody, man. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Angel in the building was popping. Mr. Williams, salute. Mel, you already know. Let's get it, man. Hit the like button. Curtis was popping. My G. Impress in the building. Always putting in work. That's always a good thing. My brother D Majesty, I like it. Foe with the 10. Perfect. Let's go. Ladies, no windmilling, please. Mary. Mary Berry in the building. This might be risky, original, and all that. You know what I mean?
Shit like that.
Brother Trey, salute my G. Good to see you. Heather was popping. Hope all is well. Will was goody. Salute, man. Hit that like button, yo. Strada was popping, man. All praise to the Most High. Shot in the building. Perfect. Make sure y'all go visit the STS podcast in the building, man. Empress will drop the link, I'm sure. That's a fact, though. You heard? That's a fact. Know what I mean? Definitely, man. For sure. For sure. Leon, I see you. What's good? Hope all is well, man. Hope everything's everything, man. Y'all hit the like button if you can. That helps the channel the most, man. Salute, salute, salute. JT, what's popping? Building. Over there, Black Man Unfiltered. JT, What We Know podcast. Salute to the OG. Make sure y'all go show some love. Victim Olympics was good. Good to see you. Callie in the building. Callie putting in work. That's what's up, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button if you can. That helps the channel the most. Perfect. Doing all right. You feeling good? Watch it. Yeah. Watch it. Put a 1 in the chat. Salute to almost 100 people in the building. Put a 1 in the chat if you feeling all right. Salute the foe for popping it off with the $10 ball, man. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, all praises, please no windmilling, man. We like it. We like it. We like it, man. Let me just do this real quick. Set this up. All right. Telling you. All right. Cool. Good. Jaquin was popping. All ones. I like it. I always wonder about the ones, man. I very rarely get anything other than the one when I ask that question. I wonder if these ones are authentic. Everybody doing good for real? Need somebody to check in on you? Let somebody know, man. Reese was good. Perfect. Somebody tell you they fine, man. Check on them, you know? Lady Dot was perfect. Goody, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Hit the like button if you can. That helps the channel the most, man. Salute to, there we go. Shit. All right, so no, it's so good, man. That's if you always a one, that's the person probably need to be checked on the most. Know what I'm saying? Yo, I be saying, people like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm regular. It's like everything good or bad, I expect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that comes with the territory of living in this life, man, in this world. Marcus, what's popping? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Raw, I like it. You know? It be like that. Trey, it be like that, son. Like you wake up and it just everything be off. Like for some reason the alarm don't go off at 6:30, it go off at 6:40. You know what I mean? Like it just starts you off on the wrong foot. You wake up, you jump out the bed, you step on a toy, that'll fuck your day up. You know what I'm saying? There be times where everything get on your nerves. You get in the shower or something, and the water taking a little bit longer to get hot than it should. You know what I mean? People in the way, people on their phones when the light turn green, you late, all types of shit be happening. It don't even gotta be nothing deep. Pause, like somebody dying or it just stuff. Like you like, yo, come on, my nigga. Like there's times where I look up like my G, like you doing too much today, guy. Like you doing too much. You know what I mean? So that's just regular shit, man. Yo, the Lego, I'd rather get stabbed than step on a Lego. Real shit. Seinfeld, what up? Quincy, what up? All right, so I'm gonna do. All right, so I'm waiting on Sherelle. All right, so let me see. All right, because I got a strict time. Hit the like button. I guess I'll do this first one. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right, let me do this.
Shit like that.
Perfect. Where you been, kid?
I've been doing the mommy life. Every 6 hours at night, you know what I'm saying? Like waking up is one of them, one of them months.
Yeah. What month is it?
3.
Yeah, that is about that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to be lit now. Like that first 2 months they tease you with all the sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Started school, so it's busy.
Oh yeah. I like it, man.
Perfect.
What's up, man? It's only right? I like to say things like it's hard but fair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially after the second go round, we know what we get ourselves into.
Mm-hmm.
Like that first baby could be a shock, like this nigga wilding, and then the second one be wilding. Then you just like, all right, I'm doing this to myself.
But this time it was like the first kid was like perfect, and then all the other kids was like, F it, like we here, we gonna fuck shit up.
Real shit, man.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Speaking of kids, right? Speaking of kids, I had to. I gotta do this segment because I never heard it before. I've only been told about it, you know. And I like to start off a little light on the HQ days, you know, on Mondays. But this one just was kind of on my soul, you know. So, now I actually saw these brothers. Salute to the Daily Wrap Up crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think they do pretty good content overall. You know.
Yeah.
And I heard this for the first time. Now I assume it's the same person who said it originally is the voiceover or the communication that we're hearing, right? That sounds like an excerpt from a video, right? I don't know if somebody repeated this, you know, but this is the first time I actually heard it audibly, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. The reason why I put this in the Walk With Me segment is because I'm looking at the conversation we had yesterday. You know, a lot of people was out and about, but we had Sean brought up one of his mentees. I brought up one of the kids that played football for me when I was coaching back in Maryland. You know, another one of my boys actually like, oh shoot, I'm in the back, coach, but I was already getting off. You know what I'm saying? And about the walks in which these kids go through. And one kid, right, who was close to me, I named him Sugar because I had to let him know he's not as tough as he think he is. You know, he in prison now. You know, and he always wanted to be cool in that way, street nigga. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And he achieved his goal, you know, but not in the way in which he thought it was going to go. This boy got shot in the face before, and he just got convicted of murder. You know, and because it is multifaceted, right, with the kids. Now, I could bring way more boys up that are doing well for themselves than that one situation, you know. We always have the conversations like you gotta just save one, you know.
Yeah.
Well, so in my situation with the football kids, I only lost one. You know,
yeah.
And we usually don't say it that way though. You know, we usually don't say it that way. It's usually always seen the opposite. Like you're only gonna get one out of the million, you know, whatever it is.
Right.
And so I heard this audio. Let's get into it, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like. Salute to 130 people in the building. Hit the like button. We've been cooking on this. Might be risky. You know what I'm saying? We've been diversifying. So I hope y'all enjoying the content.
Reason I support aborting a Black child when it comes to it being male is because when I look at the Black community and the problems in it, it's associated with males and male pathology.
Not only is she poisoning the women that's listening to her.
No, this shit. So again, I've been told about this, right? I don't know if I ever heard it though. You see?
I've heard it.
Yeah, I'm sure. And it's almost like people tell you shit like this, right? And it be trusted sources, you know? And you still like, they gotta be adding something to it. They gotta be adding something to it. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta be adding something to it. That's how I be thinking. You know,
there got to be something else to it than just that. Like, how did you come to this conclusion?
Like, how you get here? You know, and I just just thinking about the conversation we had yesterday, you know, and I was just scrolling, you know, on Instagram. Oh no, did somebody send this to me? I think I might have just been scrolling with this one, honestly. Most of the clips you see, somebody has sent it to me, you know, but I think I was just scrolling.
Only reason I support aborting a black child when it comes to it being male is because when I look at the black community and the problems in it, it's associated with males and male pathology.
Not only is she poisoning the women that's listening to her, plenty of young girls watching, listening, and hearing this that she's poisoning. And then you got to be concerned about when she has a daughter and she's using that same manipulation or that training on that young lady. But we don't speak on the deadbeat mother. We don't speak on how much women neglect their roles as mothers.
And the only reason I support.
So that part, usually I need the information. The commentary is usually less important, right? When I see the clips. But the reason why his commentary resonates specifically for today is because we talked about that yesterday, right? And the boys that came on, they not on YouTube, right? They play football for me, you know. They going on to play college football, you know. One of them's coaching now, the one that came on yesterday at the high school. And he said his dad wasn't there, right? And there was a lot going on with his mom. You know, he still gave her grace, but he also gave her 50% of the blame for his hardship. He gave 50% to his father, 50% to his mom. One of the ladies yesterday was saying, how could you give 50% of the blame to a person who was there?
I mean, well, so that means that to me, anybody that says anything like that doesn't have any experience. So I'll just use myself. My parents divorced when I was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
So am I just gonna? At first, I used to just blame like kind of like the dad and all that stuff. But then as I got older, I was like, wait a second, my mom divorced my dad. You know what I'm saying? So should I continue to blame just the other person solely, or should it be like equal, kind of like 50%, kind of like what your player did? So later on, I started to be like, you know what? I think it's just both of them. At one point, now I kind of put more to blame on my mom. So it's just as you get older, you get wiser. So usually people say ignorant statements like that. They just don't know any better. They just looking outside, but they don't really know what's inside, what's deep inside that. So of course, if you just look outside of it, you see a person, right, caring for the child, which is the mom. That's what we're talking about. So just because you see somebody caring for her, but you don't know how they got there, I feel like we need to ask more questions or just have more information. So if you see how that person got there, oh, okay, well, either she left her husband or baby father. They're not together because of whatever the reason is. Sometimes it's not always toxic. Doesn't mean that someone always cheated or all these things that people put out there. She just left him because he got on her nerves. Now who do you blame? So I just think it's kind of like, I'm gonna just look at this poster and I'm gonna just just look at the face and that's it. And I feel like a lot of people do that today. They do that and they, you know, create their opinions instead of kind of going with facts.
Yeah, there's definitely all sides. Let me do this real quick. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.
Yeah! Now that's how you kill somebody, my brother. You get right up on the motherfucker and bam! Throw his brains all over the sidewalk in broad daylight.
Rock the block, baby.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Hey y'all, good morning.
What's goody, you all right? Like, share, subscribe, man. Shoot the rally in the bill. Wow. You heard this clip before, right, bro? And so now, and I need to understand this, right? I need to understand what context is missing from this, you know, because I don't want to misread it. I've been told it several times. This is the first time I actually heard the audio, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know if they clipped it out of context, but there is a lot of that, which is another thing we're gonna get to, you know. But the reason why I put this in a Take This Walk With Me segment is because we was walking down this road, you know what I'm saying, from yesterday, dealing with the young boys specifically, hearing them come out of hard, tough situations, from being in the street to just being in a circumstance to where they think you bad. There's very little to no support. You the star player and your mom been to 9 games and you've been playing football since you were 7 years old. Your coaches got to buy you your whey protein, your cleats, all your extras, right? And now, granted, you're good, so people want to see you, but you got to travel to go to UMass from Maryland. You got to travel to go to Pittsburgh. You got to travel to go to Iowa. Who paying for that? The coach is paying for that. You know what I'm saying? And to Take This Walk With Me segment is a little bit more thoughtful and thought-provoking. So I really want to understand what I'm missing to where I'm analyzing this shit like that's the nastiest thing I've heard in a very long time.
Yeah, I don't think the context is going to make it better. I guess the overall point is that she used to be pro-black, and when the it started to shift and they started to blame black women for everything that was going on in the community, when they would pull up the stats on who was doing the most crime, who was doing the most violence, who was really being the most destructive to the neighborhood, it was black men. Somebody was giving her pushback like, y'all don't know how to raise black men, da da da. Y'all are the reason why. Y'all are raising black men to be like this. And then it just popped in her head. You know what? You're right. We can't raise black men. We shouldn't have them. If we really want to make the community and we cannot raise them, and this is just who they're going to be, then we should stop producing them so that we can save the community. That's like her objective, to just get rid of the problem. And she's saying you have control. If you find out that it's a male, delete it.
And that would solve the problem of the
That would solve the problem of the black
violence in the
community.
community. Well, what problem?
Well, she feels like it's everything in the community starts with black men.
What did y'all say to that?
She said it. What you mean when we said it?
What did y'all say to that when y'all heard her say it?
I just think it sounds like hatred.
What did y'all say to her though?
Oh, nobody was there when she said it. This was like 10 years ago. I think she said it like 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
So she listening. What you say to her now?
It just sound crazy. It sound like hatred. Matter of fact, I've seen black men try to debate her on it.
What'd you say? I don't give a damn what them niggas did. What'd you say to her?
It sound dumb. It sound like hatred.
That's it though?
Yeah.
I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough, bro. Cause your how you putting it together, I understand what she's saying. But if you're saying delete black babies to fix the problems in the black community, obviously that's disingenuous, right? But I'm gonna say more than that's dumb, right? So what would you say if you had if you were able to have a conversation with her direct and you had the floor unadulterated?
I mean, I don't. That's all I got.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, I don't really like. I don't think about talking sense into somebody who came up to the mindset of genociding their own people. I don't really think there's no sense.
I don't think it's sense. I think it's being. I think. Well.
Because of course we understand that the problematic people are the small minority of black men who are doing crime or who are doing things like that. So it's like you're gonna delete everybody. And my whole thing is like, black women, we could get rid of black men. Then who gonna protect us? Who gonna leave their women and then come get us? The white man gonna leave all the white women and then say, okay, we're gonna be the protectors of black women, or are we just gonna protect ourselves as a group of women against nations of men? It's not how it works.
Okay. Di, what would you say?
Well, I would just ask her, like, why? So the worst male, I guess she's talking about, how did that person get there? because I want to know, because people just, to me, don't just become who they are just because they had a great life. Like, that's a small percentage of people who just really crazy in the head. But most of the time it's driven from something happened. So I would ask her, well, what happened to this young Black male? What was his upbringing like? So she's not going to tell me that he had two parents. She's not going to say nothing positive. She's going to say all the negative. One parent, no parents, parents in jail, parents on drugs, whatever. And I'm okay. So then I'll say, well, okay, well, then can we start there? Because it seemed like maybe the male is not the problem. It'll be these other issues. And I'll just see where the person, whoever says stuff like that, we'll just have that dialect.
I can't even. It throws me off when they say we need context. We missing context. Those words in a sentence shouldn't be in a sentence. There's no question that you can ask me in a hypothetical that I'm going to say, delete all Black babies, male babies, female babies. There's no hypothetical situation that you can put in front of me that I'm going to say that and that's going to come out my mouth. That doesn't make sense. Right? And you're right. It is self-hatred, right? And then it is a disgusting misunderstanding of what has actually happened and has happened to Black people. Right? It's a gross, it's like full-on oversight to even come to that conclusion. You're ignoring so many obstacles, so many systematic things, right? You're ignoring the fact that we don't have the proper constructs. You're ignoring the fact of poverty. You're ignoring everything to say kill little Black boys. How do people that have Black skin still go and listen to a person like that? How does that happen?
It's hatred. I'm telling you, like, I can just see it. It's like so past the point of reconciliation. Like, how do you fix that? Because I mean, of course, like her response to Lady Di, because she's explained that, right? It's just that it's the pathology of Black male. She breaks down Black male pathology. She's basically saying like y'all are just diseased, like an uncurable disease.
But it's so one-sided. So I'm gonna bring the other party in. We talk about women, the women who delete their children before they're born, and it has nothing to do with a man. Oh, this man didn't want to be there. We ain't talking about that. If some women would do it because the father said he don't want the child. There's women who delete their kids because they want to delete their kids.
Just because, like 4 or 5 times a year.
Right. We should just get rid of them too then. The ones who think toxic and crazy like that.
And they're not even waiting until they see the sex of the baby.
No, they're not. I don't want it.
No. That's not who's doing it. Because like the select set of women who do it, they do it consistently. Mm-hmm. If you either have never done it or you done it multiple times, is what the stats show.
Right. Because we could talk about women who do it because, oh, the father don't want to be there. But see, then they're going to use that as an excuse. Oh, well, he didn't want to be there. So males are toxic. And then we go back to that crap. But if we just go back to just, okay, they just deleting their kids. We need to get rid of all women who think like that. She's going to say no. Whoever thinks this way with the lady, they're going to say no. Then they still going to find a way to blame a man.
And you know what? My solution always just be like, close your legs. Well, I keep getting pregnant for the same person, and then like that makes no sense. But she says, she's like, Black women are not going to stop having sex with Black men. That's unrealistic.
So they're not going to stop having sex.
They're not going to stop having sex. That's unrealistic to even ask women to stop having sex with them.
So use abortion as contraceptive.
Only if it's a male. But I guess you can do it more than just if it's a male, because like I said, the people who get them, get them often. They can do 3 or 4 in a year. So people can say they've had 6, 7, 8 in 1 year.
And nobody said that this was a cohesive, incoherent thought, right?
What you mean?
Like, we understand that the ideology is not cohesive.
Oh, yeah, we understand.
Yeah, I just want to just say it, right? Like, you're not going to stop having sex with them, even though they are a disease. So since I can't stop having sex with them, at least delete the babies if they happen to be boys. And then erase the culture because there's no more boys, right? But then you can't stop having sex with black men.
Yo,
you ain't gonna have no better to have sex with.
They hate the black man, but then you still gonna mess with him. How does that make sense? I'd rather them be true to their word. I love people who true to their word. I love people who tell the truth. But if you're gonna sit here and do that and you still messing with the black man, you sound even more crazy. Go mess with the other races then, if you really just don't like them like that. And now you won't have a black male child. You'll have a mixed, however you want to call it.
Whatever. And then she'll say you can have mixed kids, but mixed kids aren't black; they're biracial.
Whoa! I'm just saying if they have sex with a man who's Chinese, right? Then you know what I'm saying. They need to be true to their word. Right now, they just sound insane.
You see them boys yesterday, man, that came out of hard times, right, in different ways, So, and I know a lot of things can be self-inflicted, right? So I'm not saying that. Like Makai, his attitude had to be checked and readjusted, and so that attitude got him in situations too, right? To which, but he was able to come out of it with the proper reinforcement, constructive, punitive, a mixture of that, in which case now he's doing well, right? And that's what you need, the reinforcement. And there wasn't a consistent man in his life, so you kind of saw the fallout just from that type of authority being put on him all the time. Same thing with the other boy who was giving grace on to everybody. His mom, who had 6 kids, his father, who was a classical violinist but was outside in the streets, and while he was living in a shelter with his mom, you know what I'm saying? Right? And you look at the kids who are innocent, right? They're not putting themselves in these situations, especially a baby or a fetus or a zygote or embryo, right? You start out as a zygote, or embryo. That boy, that girl is not doing anything wrong, right? Literally, they have to be nurtured or lack thereof to become whatever they become. Parents are implicated in all stages and phases. If my kid does great, I'm taking credit for that. If my kid does poorly, I'm taking the responsibility of that too. So let me just kill him because I don't have the mental capacity to raise a good person. What people would call good. And this right here, right? Let me show y'all this. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. This is the behavior, right? And you're just looking at shit like, who's the problem? What's the problem? Hold on. Let me play this. Did y'all see this? Let me put on the big screen.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Because this goes right into this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm going to record this. Because that's not okay. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babysitting. You gonna give him his bag and stuff? That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row. And it's up with me. Just know that it's up. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say that.
Fuck my.
If you had one, maybe I would.
Where that bitch?
Yeah. I wish I would. What are you looking at? Get your my driveway. You don't pay for it either. $170,000 to your but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account. $100 to that. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on. Okay, hold on, cars. This is what we
It's
not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up and do something then with him.
You know that's her mom with the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babysitting. You're getting this bag and stuff? That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
That's a key piece of information. 3 weeks in a row. You heard that?
Mm-hmm.
So
it means he's showing up.
Yeah. Right. And the baby cries. So now they trying to make it like the baby, right? But it's just.
And it's up with me. Just know that it's up. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say the.
Fuck my.
If you had one, maybe I would.
So her mom white, right?
She just said pussy ass nigga, right?
No. It's
Okay.
Brittany talking and the person holding the
I'm about
camera.
to say.
And the camera person, I think, is the mom. And she's like, if you had one, maybe I would. And then he said, weird ass white bitch. You heard him?
Okay.
Yeah. And his wife is in the car too.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? Get your my driveway. You don't pay for it either. $170,000 to your but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account. But $100 to that. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
It speaks to what we're talking about. She was just Muslim, right? Anything for clout. This is a regular pickup. Y'all know that, right? This is how shit be going a lot for niggas. Think about this. This berating, right? Right, but you got these court orders and all that. This happens a lot. A whole lot. And then you got to turn around the next week and act like this woman didn't just call you everything under the sun. You ain't shit. You don't, little dick nigga. You can't see your kid. I'm a good. But as long as she ain't in that mood, the next week you got to act like the shit never happened. While paying 20 grand a month. 3 weeks in a row. So they decided to record it.
She said like 100K is nothing. That one is not your money. You ain't doing nothing for it.
Fuck the money. He got money, right? I'm looking at the behavior, right? They always talking about that money shit. That niggas know. You see her up, right? She put you on child support. They're gonna make her the custodial parent, right? He don't have the even his life, right? It's hard to maintain a kid. You especially the NBA. You got what 90 games a year. They get 2 months off, especially if your team is good. You really only probably get 2 months because you're in the playoffs and shit like that. And the Timberwolves are all right, or the Mavs are all right. You know, I think, you know, but the behavior though, the behavior 11,000 to 170. See, they dealing with different type of money, really. So to us, that shit sound crazy, you know, but it's all relative because of how much money.
I was just pointing to the ungratefulness of it all.
Yeah. But that shit happens regardless, though. $40 nigga, same conversation. $20,000 nigga, same conversation. And I wasn't, my bad. I apologize. I wasn't dismissing what you were saying. I'm saying it's less relevant because the behavior still maintains itself at $40 a week or 19,000 a month. This is the type of behavior. Talking about deleting somebody. How does the kid make it? Let the boy cry and go with his daddy. That's what they do. Right? I trouble my kids the most, meaning if they don't listen, so I gotta get them in trouble, right? My wife would say, "Hey, babe, tell them to come go to sleep." I go upstairs, yell at everybody. You know what I mean, and they go to sleep. So guess who they like to be around when shit hitting the fan? They mommy, right? Because mommy, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have that? Can I have that? Can we sleep in your bed? If I'm not upstairs on Tuesday and Wednesday night, I'm gonna take a picture when I go up there. The kid's gonna be in my bed after the show tonight because they know they can get that off if I'm not upstairs. You know, so they go to her for coddling. Duh. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, just like kind of like towards I was watching the show, what you asked Lady Di. I was watching the show yesterday when he was saying like he get 50% of his mom. I always say that like about my mom, like the best decision my mama ever made was choosing who my daddy was. That totally shaped my life coming from where I come from. Like I said, the circumstances that I come from, I'm an anomaly. I just all praise to the Most High for me having the mindset and being able to change different cycles that I come from.
Mm-hmm.
But I always attribute that to my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best thing my mama ever could have did for me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times we talking about these kids and these men not showing up for them, but we want to have babies for the killer nigga. We want to have babies for the drug dealer nigga. You know what I'm saying? I just remember even being young where it was like, I was always vehemently, I was like, I don't date the drug dealers, the niggas that's in and out of jail. I just like, why y'all be with them? Like, don't y'all, like, it's like something that they gonna either die, they gonna go to jail. They keep doing it. It don't make no sense to have no kids for them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you get shunned like, oh, you mess with regular niggas with regular jobs. Them niggas broke. Bro, they gonna be still working their regular job. The 5 years you gotta work a regular job to support the man in jail.
But it 100%, right? And we actually gonna get to that. But this ain't that though. This is the behavior is outside of even low income project section, whatever it is.
No, I'm not saying the low income. I'm saying that we take, because she's going to the bottom of the barrel. You're going to people who choose bad people to have kids with. So they're raising dysfunctional kids. I'm dysfunctional. My baby daddy dysfunctional. We're going to raise dysfunctional kids to say, let's get rid of everybody.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because her way of holding people accountable is, yeah, this is your fault, black women, because you keep having them. But there's nothing else to fix. Not your mindset, not your modus operandi, like not nothing on you could you fix. So just don't abort them. Not even close your legs.
Yeah. I just want to look at these dynamics, man. Because close your legs is never the option. Apparently, it's impossible for everybody at this point. Right? Dick discipline is impossible. Vagina management is impossible. Right? But what is happening? Why do these situations always manifest like this?
So from what I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
what I observed is that usually when there's a new lady that the man has, everything hits the fan. So the ex, the baby mother, she just seems to be very jealous of the new up and coming things that's happening for her ex. And then she just starts to, show the envy and jealousy through any type of way. And I've seen this. I even go through it. Okay. Like I've seen it and I go through it. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is with women and the new women. Like you, the past, we're the future. It is what it is. We can't change that. So it's kind of like why these women don't move on from that man. Or is it, they don't want them. They don't want nobody else to have them. whatever the problem is, it's never really about the child. More to the story. So it's about these females that these men are with.
Wasn't she just married?
But she not now. So you see what I'm saying? She divorced now. So she ain't happy. She ain't got no man, or at least a good one at this point right now. So now she want to raise hell to him. Now, obviously, looking at this video, no one's gonna think that because the baby's crying. She wants to know why he's crying. Obviously, you look at it as like animals. You know, when animals be barking at people. Obviously, they don't like that person. There's bad vibes. So she's feeling like her child don't like being around the father and this wife or whoever he has. So something's wrong with y'all. Why is he acting like this? That's really what it is. But at the same time, women like this, they get jealous. She don't have a man right now. She's not married. They got a divorce. Her and was it Kevin Gates or whatever. They get jealous of these new women that these men have. And they use everything as an excuse to raise hell. And this is me inside of situations like that. And I've seen it many times. But this is what people don't talk about. They don't talk about these jealous ass, envious women. They think it's about the kids. It's not. It's never about the kid.
I hope ain't nobody thinking it's about the kid, right?
But that's what it looked like in this video.
Nah, nobody believes that. Y'all know that, right? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think it's about the kid. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's about the kid. That's old, Lady Di. Niggas already done. We've been bamboozled with that. Niggas know it's not about the kid.
Women. Men,
let me see. Women think there's no way women think it's about the kid. Hell no.
They be crying. What y'all do to that baby? Women, yeah.
I just nobody's that foolish. Because people know kids cry. Right? The more discipline at a place, right? Eventually they thinking about the discipline. When they get there, they fine. That boy gonna stop crying. And he probably already is he still crying when he holding him? Hold on, let me watch this.
I don't know. I don't know he stopped, but they was yelling. So.
Oh wait. Now here's the fly shit. He looking like he used to this shit. You know, he not even replying right here.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing.
Who the old white black dude? Is that her father?
Well, he thought he stayed, so maybe.
And he had like a little smile on his face, like, you know what I mean? He not trying to exacerbate nothing. He just standing there.
So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Because that's not okay. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. And do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No,
He said, right? He said it.
Yeah,
because y'all baby him. Literally said it, right?
it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him.
You gonna give him his bag and stuff? That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
And it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say the.
He's still crying?
No sound like
He done got his iPad in the car. He good now. Right? And then he said, suck my dick. She said, I would love to. It's some weird shit going on. But I ain't gonna lie. He hate her though. When he say suck my dick like that, he mean that shit. In the way in which, you know, fighting words.
Mm-hmm.
And the mom is mad weird.
Suck my.
If you had one, maybe I would.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
What are you looking at? Get your my driveway.
You don't pay for it either. $170,000 to your,
Put $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account. $30 for that. Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
Also, a lot of times It be the mom behind these women too. I've seen. So it's just recorded, so you hear the mother talking, but it'd be the mother behind them that be telling them what to do. Do this, do that. You know, take them to court. Make sure you ask for this. Make sure, like they be setting shit up, and the women follow the daughters.
Be training them. Training them.
I think people gotta understand. You gotta know when to windmill. Remember the video that we started with. There's no context needed for that. And I still saw windmilling to try to clarify that or not make the reconciliation of what we're looking at. We're talking about behavior and we blaming children for the behavior. Delete the children because of how they behave. And then we're looking at an example of behavior that is common. Agreed? Right? And we understand that this behavior is not because the kid is being treated poorly. It's all things outside of the child. And then I see people trying to windmill for this. You got to slow it down. You windmilling at the wrong time. That'll put a jacket on you that you don't want. Wow. Girl, you gotta get better timing. Golly, I just hit the buttons and shit.
You don't mind hitting the buttons.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Go ahead, and then we're gonna transition.
No, I'm just saying it's crazy because we're supposed to care about the kids. They doing all that in front of the child. And it don't have to be that. It could just be you drop him off. You can have a conversation when he's not around. But y'all the grandma about to fight the wife, trying to get the wife to get out the car so they could have a kick down, drag out, and the little baby probably in the back screaming and hollering and crying. He probably was crying in the video in the first place because you was cursing him out in the house before you started recording. And now he got to see his mommy and his daddy fussing. We can't figure out that's why the baby crying. That y'all going back and forth telling each other this, and that. Y'all doing the most. Of course he crying.
Yeah, it's obvious, right? If one person could have yelled and the baby starts crying, right? You know, you could yell something good and scare a kid and then start crying. You know what I'm saying? Dad, bro, with the $2, not one of them cares about that baby. And with the $2, these the black women we supposed to build a nation with. And again, we need to go ahead.
Not that type of lady, not that type. No.
Vet Life, what's popping? For the $10, good morning, DJ HAMP, Di, and Relly. I remember only 2 women that had a problem with her rhetoric and addressed her face to face about it on the panel. Crimson and Zaza. Those are the only 2. Interesting, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I don't know, that was just interesting to me, and it really resonated because of the conversation that we had yesterday with the boys. And I think that episode yesterday was one of my favorite episodes, top 5 for sure. Salute. Let's get it popping. So I did an episode on Friday about like propaganda, right? And what's painted and what's actual, and how easy it is to make a narrative. I found 5 videos of white people acting up and getting beat up and shit, right? To easily paint the picture I wanted to depict. And I had 5 or 6 videos. A lot of times it'll be one video, right? That just to simply prove the point, you know. Even when we're looking at like just the last segment, right? But we know that behavior, we see it often. Now, this was off to me. And I was watching a video that somebody sent to me, and the person who was doing the review, I felt like they was reaching. Did y'all see that stuff with Aisha Curry? All right, so let me show y'all this. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, right?
I was in this music video,
Yeah.
and he was. First message was,
How TikTok
I was
work?
in this music video, and he was like, "Hey, who is that in the music video, in the picture that you're in?" And
Oh, that's not the video I want.
like, I just never thought that.
All right, so she did an interview on this podcast called what? Call Her Dad or something like that. With this white girl. It's called Call Her Daddy is the name of that podcast. So it has 2 million subscribers, right? The video the episode was like an hour long. Right? So
First message was,
here's one of the most popular kind of excerpts they brought from the video.
like, I just never thought that he would like someone like.
Now, it says Steph Curry's wife, Aisha Curry, says he was not her type and never saw them being a thing in high school. Admits when he first got in the NBA, she hated it. I thought I was going to be the one out there getting it. Right?
I mean, I just didn't think it was going to be a thing. I
You
thought
weren't
we
a
would
friend
be
group.
friends. Yeah.
Did you ever have anything in high school at all, or it was legit just friends?
No, just friends. Just friends. Yeah.
I get what you're saying of like you never saw him as something, but I'm
Yeah.
like, when you look back, is there any memory that you're like, maybe there was something or no?
No, never. I in the beginning hated it so much. I like did not sign up for that. I also always thought like I didn't know that he was going to end up playing basketball. Like he said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like I thought I was going to be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know. Like I just never thought that he would like.
What y'all think of that?
This shit makes zero sense at all.
It makes zero sense, right? I'm actually glad you said that, Sherelle. Right? Because in the interview, she didn't say that shit at all. So this been trending on some shit like she was wilding, right? She's saying in the interview, I think I got the right cue right here. She had a crush on him. She didn't think that he would even like her. She brought him some candy to church, but didn't think it was anything because she didn't even feel like he would even be checking for her. So it's not at all what the tag said. But who's going to go watch the hour interview of fucking Aisha Curry? I'm not what, bro. It was painful watching this shit.
You gotta watch it on TV.
Honestly, I hate when women say stuff like that and they be with these niggas they don't want to be with.
No, Die.
Okay.
She didn't say that though, is what I'm saying. She's saying she didn't even think that he would like her in the interview. So she's saying she's not saying that, she's saying like the opposite. Like she didn't think he would be checking for her.
And they taking it out of frame.
Yeah, and she had a crush on him. But she ain't say nothing. How they got in contact was her cousin liked his cousin, and then they got on the phone when they was kids, and she brought him some Canadian candy to church. So when he hitting her up, he thinking they just gonna be like cool. She is, because she not thinking that he likes her. Right? So let me see if I have this, if this is the right part here.
The part you just played though.
Uh-huh.
Unless I misheard, I could have sworn she said she wasn't
Yo, I know that's not what we just heard. Hold on, Di. Hold on.
No, I'm just saying, am I tripping? Like I know
Nah, you're not tripping, but they put this shit together. So look, let me see if I got this part right.
together. Okay.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on, let me see if I got the right part.
I can't this time, but if you're ever back, let me know and we'll go hang.
So she's talking about when they was 18 and 19, and they was kind of like dating and shit like that, you know, or they were in Atlanta, California, right? And I think this is the part the lady kind of goes back and say, ho, so what about when y'all was younger?
No, And he's like, oh, I'm back in 2 weeks. And I'm like, oh my God.
You still in Anaheim?
And so, no, this time he was in Midday.
Okay, hold on. You go and you hang out with him.
Mhm.
What is your headspace? Are you seeing him in like a could this be something kind of way? Or
No.
are you like, no?
No, I was, and this was like my first real date. So I was just nervous. I was nervous. It was like years of having a crush. And then years, like I just never thought that he would like someone like me. I just didn't think it was going to be a thing. I
You
thought
weren't
we
a friend
would be
group.
friends. Yeah.
Did you
See what I'm saying?
Uh,
You see? See, they literally she's saying she's like, he don't like me. Right? You see?
But it was pushed like, I ain't want that nigga. That's how it was pushed.
Yeah, but it's the exact opposite. She like him. It's years of having a crush, but I didn't think it was gonna be nothing. Now she dumb as a box of rocks, right? I'm not denying that, right? She done said some dumb shit for sure, but this is a blabber mouth. Like you have to say, slow down, you know. But this, she was speaking pretty slowly and said exactly what she said. Did you see me click it? You see what I'm just saying? You see what she said?
Yeah.
So, and I could play a little bit more. Like she just talking about how she liked him, but she never thought it was a thing.
ever have anything in high school at all, or it was legit just friends?
No, just friends. Just friends. Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Like you never saw him as something, but I'm like, when you look back, is there any memory that you're like, maybe there was something or
no? Never. I had a friend over who had a crush on his brother at the time, and she decided to call him, and they were giggling, and then we're maybe like 15 at this time, and they put Stefan on the phone, and somebody said something about Canada, and so I was like, oh, I'm Canadian, and he's like, oh, do you like Canadian candy? And I'm like, I love Canadian candy. And so my aunt was coming into town from Canada, and so she brought some for me. And so I was like, oh, I'll bring you a bag to church the next time we're at church.
See, it was meant to be. It was meant to be.
I bring the bag, and I literally, everybody's watching. I hand it to him, and I don't say anything to him. I just shove it and walk away. Like, that's how shy
Are you shy?
I was.
And did you like him at all? Like in your heart, you're like, oh, I wish I could. Yeah, it just wasn't. It was high school.
I thought
She not saying none of that shit. she literally saying the exact opposite.
And she's probably adding the context of thinking he was going to be a high school football coach to say, like, I wasn't in it for thinking he was going to be the superstar. I wasn't sack chasing, basically. That's the context for that part?
That part, yeah, she's like, he's saying he wanted to be a basketball coach, you know? And she's saying her family was so into the arts, and that happens. I know a lot of people who can't name no football players or none of that shit, you know? And then they in Charlotte, but Charlotte has a good, like they have like the school called Independence that was really, really good in football in like the early 2000s, 2010 and such. They used to travel around the country to play different teams, but I can see how people can be disconnected. You know what I'm saying?
Canadian too. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I just saw that and I was like, "Oh, this is crazy."
It's so cute.
Okay, so fast forward, you go on this first date.
Yeah.
What are the vibes?
It was one of the best days of my life. Honestly, it was so innocent and young, and like I wish I could relive that, or at least watch it from like a bird's eye view. It was so cute. We did Hollywood Boulevard, put our hands in the Maryland hands, and like got.
I'm just showing y'all. This is how she was talking in that segment, right? And then there's another segment. I'm gonna show y'all the clip. They're asking her about what she was thinking back then, what the trajectory was, what was she expecting, right? She went to Hollywood at 17 or 18 when they was out there trying to become an actress, right? So people who think like that, of course she thinks she gonna be the man, right? She's trying to be an actress. She wasn't saying nothing like, you know. And so and see, the thing about Steph is he went to Davidson. Davidson plays good basketball, but it's not the big names that you hear all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not Duke or UNC. So I could see how she could maybe not make the connection, even though his father played in the NBA. But girls don't be knowing about that shit. I'm telling my wife about Patrick Surtain, and she's like, "Oh yeah, he's good." I'm like, "Who's he play for? What does he do? Where was his dad? Is he a second generation?" She don't know nothing about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It just interesting, man. But y'all heard it? Go ahead.
Now, yeah, but you know they do get those tags. Like, let's say Brittany Renner, totally different, right? Because I remember she made a video where she was saying, if you want to trap a rich man, sleep with an NBA player because they don't use condoms. So there are some of them going in. That's why I said her trying to tell people is probably just like, no, I wasn't with him for the money. Because people who end up with people who have a lot of money typically get that gold digger tag. Get that tag like they went in. But then you have women like Brittany Renner who coaches women on the type of men to prey on and target for money.
Yeah, and we always assume, right, that the majority are with the men for money, right? And you see Bill Belichick girlfriend. If she ain't there for the money, I don't know what the fuck she there for. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like that's obvious, you know. But they go to the same church, same high school, right? She's saying she didn't think he noticed her, you know, whatever the case is. But this been trending, and then when I watched it and it was painful, this shit shouldn't be trending. Dumb pie face ass. She dumb as a box of rocks. I ain't saying that. But it just like I don't know. It just threw me off. It just threw me off. I'm bugging.
Oh, that shit was crazy. Because when we first heard it, was Lady Di was about to go in on her ass. Like, what? Look at Lady Di. Lady Di was trying to go in.
I was like,
yo, and that's what, and Trey said it, Callie said it. Yo, they see her how they see her because she was saying how she wanted attention and all that, like maybe 5 years ago, the DM shit, right? You know, and so now you assume she's saying what they say she's saying because of the dumb shit she said previously, right? But when we assess this, it ain't that, you know. Like this dude, let me show y'all this, right? Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. So, homeboy right here, right? And I think he's a comedian. Y'all see my screen?
Aisha Curry out here talking about she never wanted to get married and she never wanted to have kids because she saw herself as a career woman. And I'm here to tell men that if you're looking for marriage, if you're looking for a wife, man, and your wife has any talking points of a feminist, yo, cut your losses right there and then and get you a new woman. Because it's insane that this woman, a woman who has everything on planet Earth that she could possibly desire, has it all, literally has it all, man. A good man, a rich man, a famous man. I mean, she has it all. There is nothing more that any woman on planet Earth can have that Aisha Curry doesn't have at her fingertips. And she's out here still embarrassing her man because she saw herself as a career woman. Like, how dumb could you possibly be to have everything and be like, I want to clock in every day? That's what feminine does to the mind, man. It poisons it. That's just like a cancer that grows, and it just destroys the conscience and the spirit of the individual. That is insane to me. That a woman who has it all, bro, a great husband, great image, great kids, great family. Literally, there is nothing. The only thing that she can't have right now is another dude, really, right? Because if she wants to have a career, he could make her the CEO or whatever. You can start a little bullshit company. Here, baby, go play boss, bitch. Boom, she already has. She's a CEO. But no, she doesn't want it. She want to get it on her own. If that's not the stupidest shit that I've ever heard in my life, bro, I don't know what is. Fellas, if you're looking for a wife, man, I'm telling you, bro, do yourself a favor. If she has any of the talking points of a feminist, even one, just cut your losses right there. Go get yourself a woman that wants to be a wife, wants to be a marriage, wants to do family, man. Because, again, there's nothing you could do to take those thoughts away. Because, again, it's a poison. It's a cancer that goes within the mind of a woman, man. And it just seeks to destroy her because this woman has it all, and she's not happy. It's just not enough. Crazy. Aisha Curry out here talking about she never wanted.
Let's see.
Married at 22.
Yeah.
How did you know you were ready for that?
I didn't. I just knew that I loved him, and I'd never like experienced anything else. I'd never felt any differently than like, this is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. And so we kind of just dove in. And
did anyone or you or Steph or anyone have any hesitations about like, oh, we're getting married in our early 20s or no?
No. And I say this all the time to our family. I'm like, you guys, like 22. I'm like, you guys, I'm like, not a single parent. Nobody was like, hey guys, are you sure? Everybody was like, no, this is what's happening, and we love you, and it's gonna be great. It's just like, wow. It's like when I really look at it.
Well, and again, because there are so many people that may watch this that are like, oh, 22 for them, whether it's because like they watched their parents get married young or whatever, it was normal. But you in the beginning of this interview started by being like, girl, I didn't even think I wanted to get married.
Yes, exactly.
So it is a big deal that at 22,
it's a mixture of that and a mixture of like, there are levels to 22. Like there's different styles of 22-year-olds, but I was like the naive, like very young, unpolished, 22-year-old. Like I didn't have very much life experience. And so it's just interesting.
It is, but it's, again, I think like why I was excited to talk to you is because as women, there's just like so many things that happen in our life that we want to plan for. And then obviously life just doesn't go as planned. And to hear you at a young age getting married, I think like, and knowing it was such a success, but it doesn't mean the whole ride was easy. Like that's what I'm excited to get into. Yeah. So like a few months after getting married, you said
3 months.
Okay. What was going through your head when you found out that news?
I was confused because
How are you confused?
Because my OB said expected to take up to a year. And so
So when I hear her talking, it's regular shit.
It's like, oh,
It's just, I wanted to be I've been acting since I was 3 years old, right? I thought I was going to have a career. I get with this man. I'm confused at 22, but I know I want to be with him. We get married. Our family supported. We have a kid. I got pregnant in 3 months as opposed to a year. She dumb as a box of rocks. I ain't saying that. You know what I mean? But she ain't saying nothing. It's crazy. She not saying no crazy. And I want motherfuckers to stop. She want to work. Newsflash. 300 people here. We need these heifers to work. Okay? All right? It's hard out here. All right? You need that bread. Especially Jorge, whatever the fuck his name was. You know, if Maria ain't selling them flowers on the side of the road, that's one more spam sandwich in your future. Okay? Comprende?
Oh, man. I haven't heard spam in a long time.
Yeah. They need that bread.
They got turkey spam now.
Word?
Look at he excited. He wants some. Look at him. Look at him. You didn't.
I might have to try it, man. I ain't had spam in a minute, man.
Right?
That shit be
I never
salty
had
up.
spam. Never.
Yo, and that's what I'm saying, right? Look, now y'all so stupid. Now we gonna talk about spam for the next 20 chats, you know. So I just look at it like that part. We need everybody to work, right? Just because, right? With the times, you know how much everything costs. People need to contribute at this time for most of us, 90% of us. But when she talking about, was she ready for marriage? No. Was she thinking about getting married, having kids? No, right? Because she thought she was going to be a megastar. But then the man she had a crush on came and hollered at her, right? And she did all the things that niggas is asking for.
Yeah, she's a chef.
She's a chef?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
She's
Right.
a chef not when they first started, but she became a chef and she has restaurants she opened up with other chefs.
Okay. Yeah, no, I ain't know that. That's what's up. Now, I ain't saying, I ain't gonna say it no more, but, you know. She dumb as a box of rocks, though. I ain't saying nothing, but I'm saying I'm not seeing anything wrong in what she said. But they put it in front of us like she just wilding. Right? And then we got Jesus or whoever the fuck telling us what she didn't say. But it
and
happened.
People in the comments going crazy.
Yeah. Going
Lady Di,
crazy.
you're on mute.
I'm sorry. I said in your chat, people are asking why you keep calling her dumb.
Why?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I've seen this cadence before. It just and what I mean by dumb is like you could she probably like books understanding, like, you know, if you put something in front of her, but jokes go over her head.
She's ditzy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, jokes go over her head. Like, you'll tell a joke, she'll be like, I don't get it.
I remember when I said that was a part of femininity. Y'all was like, huh? But that
No, don't even say y'all. I don't even know what that. I'm just saying.
She's ditzy. She's scatterbrained, disorganized.
That's not that, but
don't get it.
But you said nobody agreed with that was a part of femininity, though.
It is though.
You don't have to be ditzy to be feminine. That don't make sense. She just ditzy though. I mean, she just, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, things just go over her head. Like, you know, you'd be like, never mind, babe. Like, you'd be like, never mind.
Experience, so
yeah.
I think she has a sibling.
Ditzy ain't a part.
I could be. I mean, I ain't no airhead, but I was the only child, raised the only child. So there's certain things, you know, I didn't know for real. If you think of it, you have siblings, so you can't understand the life that I had. So I had to learn some stuff outside of the house. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like shit be moving too fast for her, like at times, you know. That's what I mean, you know. But I just saw this. And I just like, they just really just put this jacket. Well, she already had the jacket, right? But they just fucked this up, in my point, you know? This is a shame when I saw it, to be honest. And it's trending for all the wrong reasons. It shouldn't be trending because it's boring as shit to watch. And she literally answering questions in hindsight. It's about her history, and they simply negated or omitted the fact that she said she was sprung, right, and didn't think she had a chance with him. So when he approaching her, she not even taking it that way, and she don't have a lot of worldly experience. I don't know, man. That shit, that shit just threw me off when I saw it. Know what I'm saying? I ain't like that shit. How they spun that shit like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
Shout out to that man, and they tripped.
But look, you caught it in real time though. Did you do the research yourself?
Yeah. Yeah,
So when
because
you was watching it, you was like, "This is what the."
Yo, so I was watching it, right? Sherelle, somebody sent me somebody saying she embarrasses Steph again. I wasn't even gonna watch it, but I clicked it by accident. Like, so I'm listening, and the guy who was reviewing it is usually very fluid in his speech, you know, but he was like struggling to frame it. And then they start bringing in old clips and then other clips, and I'm like, she ain't say shit yet in the new interview. So I found the Call Her Daddy podcast, and I'm like, she ain't saying none of this shit. And then that's when I went to the spots to see exactly what she said, and she didn't say it. And that part was annoying to me, right? She ain't deserved that in this instance, you know, right? And then when you got the construct of marriage, what you want to protect, motherfuckers keep trying to peel it down. If you're going to break it down and be genuine when you're doing so. Don't use her because she an easy target to do it, right? And ain't no niggas going to watch her interview. You agree? So we going to take it for exactly what it is. Right, or exactly what they said it was. That's all I'm saying. So when I went to click on it, it wasn't a waste of time. We was able to review it, but I definitely lost brain cells and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So yeah, man, narrative, bro. And she an easy target, man. That's what annoyed me the most about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, this shit, right along with kind of like her being so green and being so ditzy, right? And then you got this shit, and motherfuckers be complaining about their results, and yet they don't understand that they desires speak to their results, and then they complaining about shit that they can control.
What the hell? get by.
Y'all see this? This lady look familiar. She probably doesn't.
She look. I don't think I've seen this, but she look familiar though.
I saw it and scrolled past it because I knew she was gonna say something stupid. And I feel like ruining my day. I promise you, I saw the caption and knew she was gonna ruin my day and just scroll past it. But I did see like the front of it.
Now, call me crazy if you want, but I'm a recovering thug addict, okay? And it is very hard to stop doing something cold turkey that you've become addicted to, right? So I no longer date thugs. I'm dating squares now. So when you're talking to me, do me a favor and put a little bass in your voice. Like, be mean. Not mean for real, but mean just to please me in the moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need you to sound really assertive, like you mean it. Like role play a little bit. Now, don't go upside my head, but say things like, let's say you tell me to do something and I don't do it as fast. Be like, what I say? Tell me to shut tell me to go sit down somewhere. Like when you say something to me, pretend like, you feel me? Because I be having withdrawals and I be like, he's too nice. And another thing, like I know that you like to dress nice and wear these dry fit shirts. Can you put on a black hoodie? Can you sag your pants a little bit? I know you like to smell good, but can you spray the smell of a black and mild every now and then? I just need a whiff. At least put on some gray sweats and a white tee. Some Air Maxes. Tell me you got to bust a few moves or make a few plays. Something. These are just things that I need as a recovering thug addict. And if that is just way too much to ask, I may ask you for a hall pass to go hit a few corners with my homie, because that is the only way I'm going to scratch that itch. Let me just call one of my homies and take a ride with him, hit a few corners, make a few plays, and then I'll be back and I'm all yours. No? And one last thing, can you turn your music up when you play it? Turn it up, turn the bass up. If not, we're going to get at least 412s, okay? Because I can't do these stock speakers anymore. I know some Migos who got a shop. I can call them up. They'll hook you up with 412s, 215s, whatever you want. Another subwoofer, a new amp, something. But the stock speakers, we got to get those out of there. We got to get them out. So I say all that to say, as a recovering thug addict, if I ask you to do any of the things that you have heard in this video, please do it, brother. Please help me. Help me scratch this itch. Going cold turkey when you have been addicted to anything can be very hard. So please cut me a break. Stop enunciating all your words so perfectly. Just need you to look a little rough, a little rugged, like you've been trapping all day or something, like you've been busting a few moves. Go to the bank, pull out a wad. When you come home, throw that wad on the dresser, along with a lighter and possibly some other things that a thug would have in his pocket. You're gonna have to get your acting skills on. Put some basil in a baggie. I beg of thee. Tie that thing up. Throw it on the dresser. Let me see it, please. Thank you. Now call me crazy if you.
On her page, I want to see what them comments looking like.
So this one was the most like it didn't have anybody talking, so I clicked it. But I think, let me see if I can find her comments. Let me see. I don't know where I would get it from. Oh, let me see. So, okay. So she has. All right, let me see if I can find that video. What's she wearing? This one? Oh. Okay, so this looks like to be her original video. What's up, Tiff? All right, so let me see. So this is on her page, I believe, 4 days ago. Now, I think the repost went more viral than what happened on her page. But the comments here say, OMG, I love this. Nah, I made it out of Compton. I ain't going back. Tell them what you like. And then she doing that finger thing that Sherelle be doing. I'm a thug for the Lord. Does that count? This dude said, I got. Huh?
That's this. I do this. That's this.
Oh, Melina. Well, and then Clay Wells says, "I'm a thug for the." Oh, so he trying to pander to her. And Samar said, "I got nothing but hoodies." Lady J said, "I stopped dating. Period. Ain't nothing like a thug, man. Listen, I'm Leland trying to get his rocks off. He said, I'm not a thug. I'm definitely not a square. Can I still apply for tribute?" Lamarck is clapping, and then there's a bunch of people laughing at it. And then Katrina Smith, the only one that's shaking her head at it. So I gotta find whoever reposted it, because that one probably got the most likes or most clicks. You know what I'm saying? What is she saying? Huh?
That she a fucking duck. She's stupid as hell.
She's stupid. That's all
she said. She a duck.
Let me.
It's the same thing. They be want to deal with the worst niggas in the world, and then you choose the worst niggas in the world, and then you end up so bitter. It's let's just kill everybody. Like, bitch, you're dumb. And then now you want regular men to cosplay to appease you. Who the fuck is you? A bitch that make bad decisions. So a man that make good decisions needs to pretend to be something he not to impress a bitch that make bad decisions.
What I didn't like is that the opposite of thug was square. Like, she just insulted the rest of y'all.
I think I see what she was trying to say, and I'm sure she's trying to be comical about it. But it's like, at some point, baby girl, first of all, grow up, sis. Like, you literally said why don't you date thugs anymore? There's a reason why you don't want to date this archetype, but then you want everything but the negative that goes with it. If anything, she's silly and she's foolish and she's greedy. Like, date what you like and suffer the consequences. But don't take no regular dude that's got a regular job and be like, oh, from time to time, could you perhaps cuss me out? Girl, what?
Niggas been saying that, though. He can't just be himself. I'm trying to get these comments up on this other post. See, this one got a bunch of, but I don't know how you see the comments on Twitter. Oh, all right, here they go. Let me see. All right, so these are the comments, I think. So it's mostly dudes. So it's probably just based on who posted it. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard for me to get but on her page, she don't got as many comments.
Entirely.
Huh?
I was reading where he said, what's her name so I can skip her entirely.
Yeah. This interested me. And I put it under the what the hell segment because this would be the same person complaining about their results. This would be the same person that say men ain't shit. This would be the same person who be telling motherfuckers to be themselves until they beat themselves. And then they want them to, like Sherelle said, cosplay some shit that she don't even realize what she asking for. Her verbiage let me know that she never been with a nigga who was really outside. What the fuck did she say? Hit a corner? What did she say?
Let me spin the block. Let me hit a corner every once in a while. Like, girl, if somebody is doing work,
spin a block, not even the right. And she like she never seen that. She never been exposed to it for real. Oregano in a bag, Air Max. Fuck is she from?
The suburbs. I guarantee she's from the suburbs.
People be watching thugs on TV like Belly and shit. I'm convinced that people's street knowledge be based on movies. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand it,
Because
man.
who even make little weed bags? Who make dime bags of weed now? Do y'all remember the dime bags used to come in a little Ziploc?
And I honestly like she's trying to be funny, But now you're right. Yeah, ain't nobody using no 12-12 no more. Especially with weed, you can get that shit from everywhere.
What's a 12-12?
You can walk to the store. They got dispensaries. They got the designer bags now.
Yeah, that shit be looking crazy in them bags. So I just
He's too nice.
is it 12-12 is like an Apple bag, Tiff. Don't worry about it.
An apple bag?
Yeah, it's all good. I just
Now call me crazy if you want, but I'm a recovering thug addict, okay? And it is very hard to stop doing something cold turkey that you've become addicted to, right? So I no longer date thugs. I'm dating squares now. So when you're talking to me, do me a favor and put a little bass in your voice. Like, be mean. Not mean for real, but mean just to please me in the moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need you to sound really assertive, like you mean it. Like role play a little bit. Now don't go upside my head, but say things like, let's say you tell me to do something and I don't do it as fast. Be like, what I say? Tell me to shut the up. Tell me to go sit down somewhere. Like when you say something to me, pretend like, you feel me? Because I be having withdrawals and I be like, he's too nice. And another thing, like I know that you like to dress nice and wear these dry fit shirts. Can you put on a black hoodie? Can you sag your pants a little bit? I know you like to smell good, but can you spray the smell of a black and mild every now and then? I just need a whip.
well, Tiff, as a elder, what would you say to her?
We need to have a serious conversation. First, it would be, you really don't want that. That's not the life that you want. That's one. If you really thug adjacent, sit the F now, like, why would you need an adult male, your partner, to chastise you like a child? And I don't know a dude that really gotta like go like dumb like that. How many times do you say, hey yo, you talking when I'm talking? If you was like, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna cry, and then I'm gonna windmill. So it just sounds like young girl stupid shit. Like dumb like lack of logic. You don't know what you want. You sound very foolish. And I promise you, you not built for that kind of life. That ain't what you want, baby girl. You want somebody that's nice to you.
That girl ain't young. That's an old bitch. Ain't nothing young about that lady. That lady is old. That is not no young lady.
What do you mean, though? In the sense of, you got to realize.
You said she sound like a young girl.
She sound like a young girl.
She's a spring chicken, okay?
What you mean? So what you think, she's in her 30s?
She in her 40s.
You
40s.
think so?
Mm-hmm.
That lady in her 40s talking like that?
Yeah.
She
looked like she in her 40s. She looked like she.
Oh, wow. Well, that's even worse. You too old to sound this goddamn stupid. Like she doesn't have enough life experience to know. Maybe it's just a
because that's the method the pathology of black women.
What you mean by that?
You won't get wore out by them thug niggas, and then when you get old and you need stability,
don't say that.
Now you want to get a square nigga or a regular nigga or a good nigga. The nigga you should have been picked, but no, you was letting them thug niggas wear you out. Now you're 45, you ain't got no benefits. Now you need you a nigga who was actually doing what he had to do.
Some sick shit, Sherelle, right?
It's already been explained. That's literally what she's doing. She's just proving the shit correct.
Tiff-tastic, you gotta come to the light, man.
What you mean?
Cause you gotta give a concession, like, this shit crazy.
No, it's absolutely.
She my age.
She my age. If she's 40, she's my age. You almost in the team, but you ain't quite.
You implying that we the same? No, we not. Nigga.
You 39. I'm 45, 46. You ain't that far. You
47, and you got paperwork coming to your house. I don't.
What you mean?
It's white and red. Leave it at that.
AARP?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some. Don't be jealous. I promise you, the minute I can file for something, I'm running. Senior benefits, I'm there. Denny's and senior, I'm in line.
Yeah, that's the point. But yo,
she's a
she old talking like this.
She needs to be corrected because it's not it. I mean, it's not cute. What she's saying is not cute. It's not. It's not even realistic. And then to hear what when Sherelle say it out loud, it's like that shit do sound awfully horrible. That you just done all the dirt in the world, and now you want a nice guy. And you
No,
don't even want the nice guy. You want the nice guy, but you want to change him. Like, girl, you had your time in the sun, sis. You get what you get and don't throw a fit. That's what my
Nah, but she talking about how you getting ran through, right? All that,
Jesus.
and then you get what you calling Jesus for? Leave that nigga out of this.
Ran through is so aggressive.
Who cares? You getting ran through. Sherelle called her a bitch. I ain't even
yes.
say that.
So much emphasis on that.
Yeah. We're gonna make that into a sound effect.
Yes, please.
That's an old bitch. We call Cheeky. Clip that for me. Yo, yeah, nah, come on. She ran through it, then now you want a nice guy to cosplay the thugs that you've been dealing with, but you know you can't have anything substantive with. Like, come on, man, that shit ain't cool. Thank you, Cheek. And the brother's been saying this shit. That's why you can't make this shit up, bro. She settled with a nigga that don't got none of the qualities, but it makes sense for that time. And then ask that nigga to be somebody he ain't. Because that mindset, the desire don't change. Just quail it, right? Because you understand what's sustainable.
And this a deeper thing to it. Not only do she think regular men are square,
Yeah.
she think y'all, it's like she have a bitch ass nigga aspect to it too. Cause she's literally saying if he can't cosplay, then you need to let me fuck the thug niggas ever so often. That's what she was saying when she was saying, let me go spin the corner. Yeah, like he's saying if you can't it's like I need you to pretend. If you can't dress it up, you need to let me go get my back blown out by a thug nigga ever so often.
That's what made me sit. I was like, girl, wait, what?
I ain't even listen.
No, play it again. You didn't
in the block or something about the corner. That's what she was saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like, you can't do it, so let me go play. You let me have a nice life and let me get your insurance and do all of the things. Let's go on vacation and have kids, but every once in a while. Like, girl, what? Shut up. You don't want not a square, not a regular, not a thug. She don't deserve nobody. Be by yourself, bitch.
Lighter! The hypersexuality with black women, it's like when you meet a regular guy, you think, oh, he can't fuck, but it's because you fucking niggas that's putting their foot on your head and spitting on you and just like no, because they do that. They like really go through the worst with these hood niggas and these drug dealers and just play like. And they get, I don't know, they get addicted to the adrenaline or something. She like, cause even when she said, she like, just don't put your hands on me, but rough me up. Like,
yo,
in my mind, you let them other niggas fight you.
And I'm gonna tell you, bro.
It's too intense now.
I'm gonna tell you. We have real life people come up here that's not on the internet. And motherfuckers is saying the same shit. Right? And what just jogged that in my head was Miss Fantastic saying this. Nah, where you think people getting these experiences from? Being outside. I know that she go out on a date with Jerry and then call a nigga after to come finish the leftovers and put pipe in her because I've been outside. That's where that shit come from. That's how I know that. Like, it's the same shit. Motherfuckers ain't it ain't all just ideas. Hold on. She said hold on, let me see if I think I had another one of her too. Hold on. Let me see.
Is she like an internet personality? Like
I think she got a TikTok page.
Okay. Oh, she's a comedian.
Thug addict. I had to leave them thugs alone, but I have ventured into dating older men. I'm a recovering thug addict. I had to leave them thugs alone, but I have ventured into dating older men. The other day I was getting massaged by one, and he was pouring baby oil on my back. Talking about say when. Say when? What am I, an Olive Garden salad? Because what are you even doing back there? Why are you pouring oil? What in the ditty? I'm a recovering.
And I think we need to, because you put JJ comedy, don't make you a comedian.
And
So if I come out with a page and say DJ Hamp comedy, DJ Hamp funny, that make me a comedian? Patrice O'Neal was a comedian.
oh God.
He wasn't. He was telling the truth while making it sound funny.
They say all good jokes contain true shit.
Yeah, if it ain't true, if it don't resonate, you can't see it. Like, you know who I like? He from Houston.
Oh, Sadiq.
Yeah. I forget his name. But when he tells particular stories, if you have context and perspective, then you like, yeah, he embellishing it, but that happens. You know, that's the behavior. Yeah,
he's a good storyteller too.
Yeah, I like his stories, but I'm just saying, like, the particular stories that I think are more funny is because I have context to them. You know, it even be little shit like just that he be saying that, be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Ali Sadiq.
So
I mean, but he used to. Now,
I'm not talking about him. It was just an example. You know what I'm saying? Just jokes that, you know, depending on what part of his life he's talking about. You know,
Yeah, like the other day I called you a fish. Somebody said, "Don't call you a fish because that means you know, fruity in other places." So I called you a dolphin. Still, you know, live in water.
Dolphins be gay.
But they real smart. See what I'm saying?
Nah, but dolphins do gay shit though.
They do gay shit too?
Yeah.
Man, y'all just.
Yeah, no, chill. You got to chill. Like no fucking dolphin.
And
But
no,
no.
I did say you was like one of Santa's elves because you was little and crafty.
Wow.
I'm not that little though.
You kind of.
No, I'm not.
You're like 4'11" on a good day.
You can't eat steak. You don't got
Yes,
no
I
back.
can.
You don't got no back teeth.
I got all my.
Harrison, salute. 17 months. You can't eat steak. It's crazy. Aaron,
Brother.
Salute. Mr. Fantastic with the $2. Married these women though. Fantastic was free. Joe with the $5. Hamp, didn't you interview the ladies of this channel a while back? And most of them admitted to liking their men on the thug roughneck side though? Yes. They said it. They said it outright, you know. Turn on the AC was popping with the $5. The ladies are failing to speak to why women are attracted to. Why? Yeah, why are y'all? Let me read the rest of these, and then y'all can answer. House of the $2 says, now this is an example of a dumb woman, not a conversation with MJ with the $5 says she doesn't want to change her behavior to be worthy of what she wants. She just wants the quote unquote or the principle. She just wants the protection to continue the behavior. Aaron with the $2 says, I wonder how many of these people are agents. Nope. Aaron, I don't because then you make it less credible. Motherfuckers is really thinking like this, and we gotta address it. Leon with the $10 says, women love the idea of the educated thug, the guy who can do it all, which leads to the saying, women want it all, full circle moment. 52% of women, in fact, have done exactly what she's saying. Joe with the $5 says the woman has earned no equity with the squares to all of a sudden be wanting one. Should have been checking for them the whole time. Curtis with the $5 says we had an entire panel that wanted thug adjacent except one. Yeah, that was the whole panel except for Jalen that time. Matreon with the $10 says women treat the good dude like a thug treat them, but they think they have anything to change. That is interesting. Matt was popping with the $2. How's that beautiful Sherelle doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
See, Rob with the $5 says this is diabolical. Men, focus on yourself, out of pocket. Leon the Dom with the $2. HAMP, you not funny, my brother. It's all love though. I'm funny. Keep it tall. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. AL with the $5 says she will take a picture of the menu and ask what you want and have the nigga on the date pay for it and will be full of the appetizer. Callie Bed with the $5 says my daddy was thug adjacent. That's why I like it. Aerospace engineer who grew up in Watts/Compton. What makes the thug so desirable before we go to the final segment, man? What makes the thug so desirable? The thug adjacent, that stigma, that aura. Huh? What makes it so desirable? Do you feel protected? Is it the grittiness? Is it the lingo? Is it the understanding? Is it the experience in the world? Yeah, this is good. Do you see thug adjacent as more masculine? Keep it tall. What is the actual thought process if you had to speculate it concisely?
To speculate, I would say is believing that masculinity, one, can't come in other forms, but also wanting like an extreme version of masculinity.
There's no such thing
I think it is.
of extreme masculinity.
Just like there's meaning when people put on certain archetypes and really play it up, it's not even necessarily not even them. Because a lot of times when you know a thug, when you get to know that person, that's not who they really are. So you're not getting beyond like a very surface level. I don't know anybody that's like thugged out 24/7 hard. I mean, personally, it ain't my. I like a nerd. I've never had a problem with it. So maybe Sherelle could talk deeper on it, but I'm a snitch, so I'm not gonna associate myself with nobody that was gonna do some crimes because I'm not that down. And you got to know who you are in the world. That it's not appealing to me. I like a regular smart guy. I really smart, well-spoken men. And I don't think because you're smart doesn't
What are
mean
you talking about, Tim?
she legitimately is conflating protection with being a thug.
So wait, so what do you? Yeah, all right, bring it back. So bring it back a little bit. So what makes it attractive?
I don't find it attractive, but what she's saying without saying it is she doesn't think a regular man can protect her.
Leon, stupid.
I'm on topic. Like she really don't think that a regular dude can protect her. Period. So she wants this super macho man that, man, I knock a nigga out. Man, sit your ass down, bitch. Girl, that's not masculine.
Then she lost it, and then she gonna say, "Ask Sherelle." That what?
That's why I laughed. I was like, "Whoa."
I don't know what Tiffany's be going this tangent, bro.
I'm making sense. You just
No, but Tiff, you have to. Yo, I'm telling you, I've been watching it back. I've been watching the episodes back.
Mm-hmm.
You have to answer the question being asked, okay? So, what makes that archetype attractive? Do women associate it with masculinity?
And I'm saying,
answer my question directly. It'd be better like that. So, women don't associate the thug archetype with masculinity.
I think I said toxic hyper masculinity.
I'm asking a direct question.
Some might. I don't.
Not you. That's why I said speculate, and you said okay. I'll speculate. So even though you dated thugs, you no longer like it. So now, where do women associate the thug archetype with masculinity?
I don't think grown women do. No.
But she's 40, and then the women on the panel that I asked were 30 through 45. And they were saying thug adjacent. So you're saying, okay, thug doesn't associate with masculinity. Does thug associate with protection?
Yes, it can.
Does thug associate with protection for the women mostly?
It can.
I'm saying for the women, does it? Like, would you say most women associate thug with protective?
No, not an adult woman. No.
But they're all 40. They're all 45, right? They were saying it.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, so you're saying for grown women, they don't associate thug with protection.
No.
Okay. What do they see protection as?
I think a stand-up man, just a strong black man.
Okay. All right. Lady Di, what you think? Why do women prefer this archetype?
Y'all giving me a headache, first of all. All right.
He gonna beat me up every time Lady dies.
No, don't do that. I need, because here's the thing, right? I've been watching it back. You really have to answer the questions how I'm asking them.
Okay.
You know, Lady Di, it's all good. Lady Di, why? How? What?
So I feel, or not, sorry, I don't feel. I've seen women say this out their mouth. They believe that men who are not thugs, I wouldn't call them square, that's crossing the line. Men who are not thugs, they're boring. There's no excitement. So when you think of a thug, even though it's dangerous, it's exciting to them. So if you look at the type of shows that some of these women are watching, they like all type of chaotic genres, right? So when you think of thug, you think of chaotic. Then some women think a lot of, like, most of these thugs have a whole bunch of money.
Switch the word. Is it? So you're saying the women that like the thug, here are the reasons.
Yes.
Okay. So the next reason is they think he got bread from being outside.
Yeah.
Hustling.
Quick money. Because, you know, people that work a 9 to 5 or even business, sometimes you got to wait. But they know they can get that money that day or at least that week. I'm not in that life of how much money they get and when they get it, but I know it's more frequent. They don't got to wait every 2 weeks and stuff, right? So it's quick money. They can get they you know, designer bags quickly. They get their hair done quickly. Everything is just quick. You know, this is what they thinking, because most of these women that want the thugs, they don't really understand the lifestyle. This is what they think is going to happen until they get them. So it's just more of women believe that the opposite of thug is boring.
Yeah.
So the ones that go home after work or whatever they're doing, they just at home. They don't want to be at home. They want to be at the clubs. Even though you think women don't like strip clubs, they do. They want to be all in that. So thugs, I guess some thugs provide that type of lifestyle, if you want to put it like that. So this is what they're thinking. It's like an illusion in their brain.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, niggas is not getting money like that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the same $200 he had the other day.
Yeah.
I'm saying after he re-up, especially selling oregano bags and all that, he got 200 on him. That ass. Right? The niggas that's really thugging is dying because they selling heroin. When you see niggas catching bodies, that's that heroin fentanyl lifestyle that, again, is a small set of this shit. Right? I'm just telling you, like, that shit is not going how they think it's going, or even portraying it, the assumptions and all that. It ain't that.
The thing is, too, there's different types of men. So she went to the extreme, thug and square or whatever. But in different types of men, you have men who are just very, very nice, and they're not going to check you, if that's what she's trying to say. Then there's men that are not thugs that will check you and be like, I don't want you talking to me like that. That's not a thug, though. That's just that type of man. I don't want to put labels. They say alphas and all these things, right? There's all type of men. So if you want like a more stern type of man, then you could get that.
But Di, that's bullshit too. They actually don't want that shit, right?
I was gonna get there. They don't want that. They don't want those men, because when these men start talking about what they want and how they want you to be and the type of lifestyle they're trying to provide, they feel, oh, you're controlling now.
Yeah.
Can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, they don't, and that's the thing. That archetype is desirable on its face, right? Like in the superficial level, and then when you have to actually deal with that personality type, I say this a lot. It's not gonna go how you think it's gonna go. That disagreeableness, that being kind but not nice, being mean, put people in a place, right? The pessimistic nature, all that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Not pessimistic, but narcissistic. You know, where they gonna get it by any means necessary. Okay, live that life if you want to, and that's from a CEO to the nigga who is CEO on the block.
Yeah. So it makes the video even more dumb because she's saying she wants this stern man, but then when they get him, they don't want him. So it's kind of, I don't know, the video's stupid.
Take this walk with me, y'all. Cause this how I see it. I think thug niggas is feminine, and women are attracted to that. The lack of emotional control, rebellious spirit, that's women all day. Chaos, no structure, no order. The appeal of the assertiveness that a thug would give would be the masculine attribute to it, right? But we don't go from thug to pushover, because that's what a square would be technically, right? A man you could walk all over.
That's what you were saying,
Yeah. So there's assertive men, strict men, who would check their chaos, give them order, they skip over that. They go right to the person. How you gonna give me order? You ain't in order. You go in and out of jail. What order you believe in? You're rebellious. You don't want to follow rules. You break the rules. You're just like me. And what happens in domestic violence when women get with women?
They
fight. And typically when women and men are fighting, it's typically they're fighting them thug niggas, huh? Because two people who can't control their emotions, and the moment that somebody hears something they don't want to hear is disrespecting people putting their hands on each other. They're just like them. They don't want to. A stern man gonna check your rebellious spirit. He gonna put you in order. He gonna correct that chaos. You gonna run into a wall. They don't want to run into that. They want to run. Have the appeal. You have the appeal of, oh, you know, I'm reckless. I'm a hothead. I'm a crash out. So you have the appeal of what a man should be in their mind, right?
Right.
But they don't want to deal with none of the negative that come with the fact that he's in his strong feminine, rebellious as hell, acting like Jezebel. He acting like Eve. He not acting like Adam. He's acting like Eve.
Which is why I say
they trust to themselves.
It's not.
You know, Terrell, talk your shit. You know what I mean? Because you know what's ill about when niggas is outside thugging? Niggas always get arrested though. You know, and what I mean by that is, right? You shooting, stealing, killing gorilla, but that man in that blue suit come, yes sir, yes sir, no sir. You know what I mean? It's like you're right.
And then it's like that dominance of control, because like we already know what they do with them dudes that's in jail. You can emasculate them.
Ooh.
You paroling at my house? You better talk nice in here, nigga. You got to use my car? I could one call, that's all, and you'll be back in jail?
Oh yeah.
It's also a control aspect that gets them to it. But the thing that they like about the bad guy, the thing is the shit that they fighting with in their own selves.
That's why it appeals.
Spirit.
Hence the reason why it appeals to them.
Damn.
So
that doesn't equate back to what I said. Like it's an extreme form. And now when you're saying it's femininity, like if you've been around a man that doesn't relate to being a strong man. My father never yelled at me, never cussed at me. I never got spanked. That man could say I'm disappointed, and it was a wrap. Like a wrap, crumble, wrap it up, devastated. I've never had a man spank me, ever. And I've had them all around. A man could come in the room and say, hey, everybody. It's shut down. He ain't said, but hey. It's a wrap.
Even with the strict, let's say the strict man.
Just be up here bullshit though.
Let's just say hemp is a
my
good man.
uncles, my grandfathers, never. I've never been hit by a man.
Tiff, I gotta tell.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it like this: when you go to a regular man to be strict, he ain't dealing with your bullshit like that, right? Why are we acting like thug niggas don't deal with bullshit? They deal with women who cheat on them. They deal with women who give them STDs. They deal with women who have children by other men on them. They get stabbed, fight, let women put them in jail, come back home, deal with them again. That's masculine to you? You think you gonna meet a real stand-up man and he gonna let you call him a bitch ass nigga? I bet you every thug nigga who deal with hood rats be called bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I ain't gonna. Yeah, yo, if God forbid, if I ever heard that, we gonna have to see how stand up her brothers and her father is too. I'm putting hands and feet, or vice versa, right? That's always about. Pop may got some hands. We gonna have to find out though. But you're right, though.
But they will emasculate the women that they deal with. Will emasculate no matter how many people they kill. They have a running joke about New Orleans women will talk to a New Orleans man like he is the scum of the earth and know that he kills people. She don't care. You a jazz nigga, bum ass, don't take care of your kid. Off. They gonna accept it and they gonna be right back. It's not no real man shit.
Perfect. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. He and his extreme feminist. Allow with the $10 says, salute DJ HAMP and the ladies. Granny with the $5 says, Tiff sound like Evander Holyfield giving a post-boxing match interview. That's crazy. Joel with the $10 says, prevention, avoiding the street life is part of protection as well. Women love thugs despite the fact that thugs often lead the exact lifestyle those women are going to need protection from. Go figure. Aaron with the $5 says, I just told my mom last night she liked thugs and playboys. She admitted that's what she attracts. Matt with the $5 says, why do we act like it's only a thug or a nerd? What happened to just regular men? Are women only bad bitches or squared? Is that what he's saying? It's like we only see the extremes. Yeah, the hyperbole kind of helps illustrate the sentiment better, right? But once we drill it down, you know, that most of us just regular people. You know what I'm saying? Callie Bever, the fellow said, thug adjacent men have 9-to-5 jobs and they're not on the corner. Y'all are describing thugs. Now, I think I understand taking out the convenience factor of the thug adjacent, right? I think we were having this conversation. I think I offered that to try to baseline it, you know. But I kind of like how the framing was today. Sun is hot with a 10. Sun is hot Rob with a 10 pounds. Salute. My G says, I'll try to answer it. Women want to know if all the social protections was to disappear and all went back to the law of the jungle. Is the man mighty and bad enough to protect me and my kids? Okay. Mike Brown with the fight. They disagree. Mike Brown with the $5 says Joel should have women at his feet then. L.I. was goody, my boy. Matreon with the $10. Fantastic. I mean, Sherelle talking facts today. brother. Damn, man. So I like the I like Sherelle's breakdown. I almost want to drop the link now, but I want to get to this last part. But I only got like an hour. August Moore with a $10 says, Sherelle speaking facts. The growth is real. Now, the next topic is not this for sure, but what we saw is a lot of people so far in the conversation when we review these different topics. It's like the boy who cried wolf, right? You get in this, the last topic, right? You get in a situation with a person who has little to no self-control, right? Who is extremely emotional. And then you get negative results and you be wondering why, right? And now that person ain't shit, but you chose to be in that construct. We saw the lady. It ain't about the baby. It's about everything else surrounding that baby. It's about the money, like Sherelle mentioned. It's about the other woman, like Lady Di mentioned, right? It's about the money and the other woman, right? He don't find you attractive. He don't like you. He ain't giving you enough attention. Now the baby's a weapon. Right? The first story. Because we don't want to take accountability, we say, kill all black male babies. And that'll get rid of the problem. Accountability is at an all-time low. People have to care for you to hold them accountable. Is that true? Huh?
Yeah.
So I was watching this, y'all. And it threw me for a loop. For sure. So, did y'all see this?
Yeah, I saw part of it.
I never seen nothing. LOL.
Nah, it's all good. I watched enough of it.
I was unimpressed.
And I was looking at accountability and the whole 9 yards, you know? And we have this victim Olympics conversation often, right? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you know? And I always say this, and I said it yesterday, Sherelle, Lady Di, and Miss Tiff. Don't talk, and if I have to get in my shit, don't talk that shit to me, right? Because I'm not complaining about anything, but I can still see where there's an issue, right? I understand systematic issues, and therefore a consequence of that is systemic biases, right? There's programs that said one thing, they read one way, but they were implemented a total another way, right? Like redlining isn't in anybody's documentation, you know. Gerrymandering isn't in anybody's documentation, right? The qualifications for Section 8 and things like that aren't the qualifications aren't there in terms of who can or cannot be there, but the implementation we understood was different, right? How do drugs get where, right? How do people respond? Now people are accountable because you don't have to shoot each other, you don't have to sell drugs, right? But people think without a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, crime is the absolute next step, right? Although we understand that there should be way more crime based on the poverty than there actually is, you know, but it's a catalyst to a minority of people where the only way I can get out of this is by doing bad things to other people, right? To expedite me getting better, right? Or changing my circumstances, you know? And then when I hear the victim lives term, I generally think it was kind of like BS, you know? But then I saw this, you know, I was on the fence. Like, is it bullshit? Who's complaining? Who not really trying? And then who's actually trying and they need these programs? I mentioned Cinderella Man earlier, yesterday. It was a movie I saw. It's based on a true story. In the 1920s, during the Great Depression, he was a boxer who was on high. The depression hit. He went on low. He got the money from the government to help feed his family. Once he started boxing again, he gave the money back. That's how I see programs, you know. But this shit right here, I don't know. It confused me a bit. Not confused me, but how these people were acting.
My next claim is if all the money in the world were divided equally, it would return to the same pockets within 5 years. What's your name?
So y'all heard his claim, right? If all the money in the world was divided equally, it would return to the same pockets within 5 years. So the people who had it gonna get it again. The people who didn't have it gonna lose it.
Yeah. Who that? That's a woman?
No, he's a teacher.
That's a dude. He said his name was Caleb. It sounded like he said Caitlin.
Wow.
Right. So let's look at this, right? And listen to what he's saying.
Caleb.
Yeah. So you just said that you are proposing if we divided all the wealth equally in like 5 years. How would you propose we divide the wealth in that way? In this thought experiment, again, if we're going to give it a serious look, I want to understand, how would you propose that happen?
I hope you realize this is just a question we're asking everybody, right? But if you take all the wealth, which is around $500 trillion, okay, give or take, you divide it by 8 billion people, it would be around $62,500 each. Within 5 years, the people that don't know how to handle money themselves, they would lose it all. And within 5 years, the same wealthy would get the same amount of money.
As someone who certainly doesn't make that much money, I'm willing to take that as a gamble just for fun.
Right,
I'll be honest. But at the same time, like okay, so you're just now claiming that people who don't have wealth don't know how to manage it. And that's fair because a lot of them have never had it before. So what do we do to basically ensure that people like myself who are currently, thank you to the United States, thank you to the state of California for giving me medical insurance to get blood work, for giving me food stamps so I can have food. I've applied to, I don't know how many hundreds of jobs. I can show you the receipts. I can show you the email confirmations. Like,
all right, you hear him? All right, he applying to jobs. Yo, right, you applying to jobs. You know, he's trying his best and all this other shit. So he needs the programs. I can understand that to a level. You know, if you're trying, but at this point, right, you in a rough patch. You got some stamps. Like they give niggas when they come home stamps, right? Because you're trying to figure it out. You know, but that has a shelf life to it.
I am trying my best to use my values with the freedom.
So he's trying his best. Now listen to this.
I can show you the email confirmations. Like, I am trying my best to use my values with the freedom that we have.
So if I give you a job, you would work 40 hours a week?
If the job is in alignment with something that's noble and good, I think I could. The issue is, and again, you may say that this is a personal weakness, but like right now, substitute teaching, tutoring, trying to help in that way is making it so that I'm able to scratch by.
Yeah.
But without the supplemental income and the help from the society of people who make more money,
But
I'm going to not have enough food.
I want to address something which you made a point that I agree with. On why don't some people create wealth? In my family, when I was growing up, and I was telling this young lady over here,
what do y'all think about that part? If he said, if I can find a job and you offer me something that's noble and good, then I may be willing.
That's the part I didn't like, was the if. Like, if you out there struggling or whatever he want to call it, you kind of, not saying you got to take every job that come your way, but you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. That's how I look at it. So the if is, that's bad.
No, I understood exactly what he said. Do I think it was a bit extreme? But what I want us to listen to what people are saying and listen to what that man is saying.
Quickly, Tiff.
He's a substitute teacher. We are always saying we need teachers. You literally talked about people taking jobs and not being willing to walk away because of lack of principle. So this man is saying, off principle, I want to work a job that has value, that's principle. And in doing that, he's unable to make a reliable income. If he's substituting, if he's a teacher, that's an income that he should have a livable wage off of. On top of, he talked about,
why don't he be a teacher?
Wait, yeah, because substitutes are on call every day. That's not 40 hours a week.
We're listening to what he said. And does he perhaps need to get a teaching certification so he can teach full time? Then yes, that would be the answer. But what he's talking about is, one, having a job that has values, and then two, economic education. And if you're going to say, well, the same broke people are going to be broke, why is that? It's a byproduct of lack of education, and he's in education. But continue.
Oh, in education to me is that you're a teacher. He's a substitute. You know, they give that job to anybody. You know that?
I'm well aware of how substituting can happen, but there are a lot of people that supplement and go in from substituting to full-time teaching.
That's
so
the one
everything he said, I'm a substitute and I tutor. So it sounds like to me, he's an educator, and he's probably tutoring because he can charge more.
He's not.
They'll let you be a substitute, but you have to go get
Your
actual you have to get your certifications and things like that. To actually
And not in most. So in DC, you don't. A lot of like California, you don't, as an example. But yes, Sherelle, and there's states where you have to
become a full-time teacher.
No.
No, to be a substitute, you don't mean much of anything.
I mean, she was saying people go from substitute to full-time teachers, but I was saying those people aren't just, I've been a substitute so long they get promotion. No. Get the actual
They become, they get certified. Yes.
What I'm saying is,
Well, here's the point, right? The fact this is too convenient, right? This is not what programs are for. If you are trying your hardest, right, and you need a little bit, I can understand that. This motherfucker is talking about noble and good and all this other shit. Hey, I don't know, what is it? Whatever that is sitting there. You don't have those luxuries. See, that part threw me off, right? Because I'm trying to understand the Victim Olympics thing. Let's keep going.
My dad was a cashier at a 99-cent store. We've never owned an insurance policy before. My parents, we've never owned a house before. I've never lived in an apartment with a swimming pool before. We've never had a 401k stock, mutual fund, none of that stuff. I had no clue how money worked. So for me, when I got out of the Army with a 1.8 GPA, out of high school, I went straight to the Army because I didn't know how money works. If you look at our system today, in high school, we learn about a lot of different things. They don't teach us about taxes, finances, mutual funds, stocks, bonds. Colleges don't even teach a lot of that right now. So
Do you
come
work in a
out.
high school?
Did I work
Do
at
you
a high
have
school?
you have experience like me, someone who's essentially on those front lines working in?
I've worked with many high school teachers and the directors of psychology to talk to the youth. Yes,
So
I have.
right now, I'm in a position where I have options, like you said. I do have some options, but they seem to be somewhat destructive and exploitative of me, of my peers. So I'm
I
trying
think
to
you're too
discriminate.
selective for jobs right now. You don't have the ability to be selective at this stage.
Well, but the
If you
thing is,
really
I do
wanna make
because I'm
some-
instilled with a freedom that is maybe God universe given, and I don't actually have
yeah.
to, because of the system, like you said, I don't have to play along with some corrupt game. So I gave
I
up
think
a
California is
career.
perfect for someone like you.
Well, thankfully,
Yeah, I think it
California
is.
agrees. But you mentioned earlier in a previous discussion that we have free speech and we can say what we want.
Right.
But the thing is, have you been punched on the train for how you look and how you share your ideas?
Do I look like an American to you? Do you see this nose?
No, I'm just asking,
I'm Middle
has-
Eastern. You know what's happened to this guy? You know what's happened to me when I was discriminated
you
all over
really
the place?
feel like that's free speech if you're
but
being
I don't mind it.
punished
I don't.
by people who
I
have
don't.
prejudice
I
against
don't
you?
mind it.
What are y'all hearing though?
It's I'm hearing the hippie man like make excuses, kind of like he wants this utopia world, right? And he has the freedom because God gave him, and the universe gave him the birds, trees, all that, right? So the other man is like kind of letting him know, like, I worked my ass off for this. I couldn't be selective. I'm trying to let you know that my mom and daddy didn't teach me this. And I'm going to be honest and let you know, high school and college won't teach you this. I didn't know, so I went to the military. I put myself in position to be able to climb, and that type of mindset is the reason why I reached this level. But if people are going to sit around with your mindset that it has to perfectly align and the job has to be perfect and you want to be selective and it better be good and it better be, no, you better. I was in the military. I was in boot camp. Niggas wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning talking about make my bed. I had to go through some things to get to where I wanted to go. You want no order, no structure. You want it to just align, and life doesn't work that way. In a perfect world, in your perfect world, maybe life would we could all just say whatever I want and it just appears, but that's not life.
And Sherelle, this is the victim shit that I think is being talked about, right? So now what I'm trying to understand is how many people have this type of disposition that are receiving government benefits, because we've seen it around the way on a different thing. Hey, if you have a kid, you apply for this, right? Like, it's like, that's how life's supposed to be. So he's saying I can slow roll it. I can slow play it. I could take money that I didn't earn until I find something I like, until I find something that's comfortable. When do we ever have, who thinks like that?
People
Who,
that
you know how, go ahead.
People that's privileged. It sound like he has someone taking care of him. That's how he sound. He got somebody taking care of him, so he could just say no to a whole lot of jobs until he get the one he want. That's it. I know he's not living like that. He's probably a single man, maybe have a roommate or not, and he needs help. So he need to stop sounding like he don't need help and kind of be more humble at his approach when it comes to jobs.
That shit. And this what shocked me. Go ahead, Tiff, and then I want to get to the other guy too. Go ahead, Tiff.
Okay. So I can hear how you're attempting to paint it. I also find it fancy that an immigrant is talking to an American about American benefits that you were able to get because of the statutes of Americans, because that man is an immigrant. And he talked about some of the things, not only is he an immigrant, you run a multi-level marketing company. So a lot of times when you are talking about take whatever job because you ain't got it like that, do whatever because you ain't got it like that. We have to make sure that when we're saying these type of things, and then when people take shit ass jobs and do nutty ass shit to people, and they're gonna be like, I was just trying to get it. I was trying to get it how I live. Like, you got to decide. Do you want people to be ethical or do you not? Do you want people to be able to, if you listen to the nuance of what's
He was in the military too.
He was in the military.
He's
Great.
an immigrant.
I'm glad that he was in the military. That's fantastic. But what he's saying, I don't think you have to be, both of them are on really weird ends to where, hey, the one dude, yeah, you probably need to find something else to do. But also, what are you offering? Because as you continue to play, some of the rebuttals that he's going to say to me are quite problematic. But you can let it play.
Okay, Tiff, no, wait, I want to say something. Tiff, remember the original question or original statement. If we even gave all the money, because of people's mindsets, 5 years max, the shit is going back. So that's the thing. So I can say this before I was
mindset. It is a lack of education. That's not a mindset.
Yes, it is.
But he's educated though. He's educated.
He's an educator. He's teaching kids.
Okay.
So how is the lack of education?
No. So you're conflating two things. So he said the first point was if we took all of the money and split it, let's just say roughly each citizen of the world would get 66K. He said within 5 years, the same people that are billionaires and millionaires now would end up the same way. The guy said, why is that? It is because we don't understand financial literacy. He circled back and said, you are absolutely right. We're not taught that in high school. We're not taught that many times in college. So even he is saying because he is financially literate, he's been able to play a game. That's fine. Okay. But know that if you playing a game, then there's some things that to me should not be a game.
Okay, Tiff, just slow down with me. Did the man who went to the military say somebody came and found him and taught him financial literacy? Somebody knocked on the door and said, let me teach you how to make money?
No.
Or did he say, I went out and figured it out because I didn't know? That's mindset. That's what I'm telling you. That is the difference. That is the overall. It's the mindset. It's the people who are broke want to take advantage of the system and don't want to grow. You could get on the internet and know everything that's going on with everybody in the hip hop industry, everybody in the music industry, all of that. Yeah, but you still can't go to the library and read some books about literature. You can't read books about financial literacy. How many books can somebody just say they read 10 books on financial literacy? You live well above your means, and that's your mindset. Most people don't know how to do nothing but make money and spend money. That's it. They never even make it to the point of saving it. So damn sure they're not thinking about investing, long-term investment, stocks, all of that other things, because all they know how to do is make money and spend money, and that's their mindset. They don't want to grow beyond that.
Yeah,
I'm
saying that.
1 second. Should that not be then incorporated in our educational system? If we know that that's the thing that will keep you out of poverty, then that is something that we should be teaching at all levels. At all levels.
No, but here's the thing. His claim is because of mindset, right? People are going to end up where they are, right? Because these people are. Yes, that's what he's saying. He's saying 60,000. The people who have money gonna get money. The people who didn't have money gonna lose money, right? Because he taught himself financial literacy. He taught himself to be responsible regarding his money. Then it was able to grow his money, right? Afforded opportunities and etc. The people that are saying, I don't want to do what I don't want to do, and I'm going to take supplements that I didn't earn until I find something that's perfect for me, are not going to have that $60,000 long. Because the world doesn't change. We just reallocated the liquid capital. See, that's the part. And this white boy is the burden that is the victim in the Olympics.
And my question was, should we not be teaching at all levels financial literacy?
It doesn't, but the question, the reason why we had to dismiss it is because it's not a part of the conversation, right? We're talking about what they're talking about specifically. Yes, we want people to be financially literate, but the point is he wasn't, and he still made a way because his mindset. That's the conversation. Let's keep
right. Going. So wait, and I can say this: aren't we all taught not to murder? Aren't we all taught what the major laws is? Don't we all still break them? It still would be a mindset. Even if we were all taught financial literacy, it will still be a bunch of rich people and a bunch of people who don't listen.
Yeah, because people would understand concept, but how they move in the earth, right, is what's going to determine their outcomes.
And people are just lazy too. So that helps. That goes with the mindset.
Let me read these real quick. Sherelle speaking facts. The growth is real. Sean Brewer with this analysis. In NC, you need a degree to be a teacher. Teacher assistant is the ones that trying to be a teacher. A sub is not in education. They just trying to get a check. Matreon with the 10 ounces. Who cares where he is from? He is right. Vet Life with the 10 ounces. C-Hamp and ladies, Tiff is doing politics. She know damn well that was bullshit, entitlement and excuses. But because Patrick Bet-David is valuetainment, is right learning, is right leaning, everything he says is wrong now. Aaron with the $2 says, Black people have to stop financial literacy shaming. All right, let me read this one. Oh, again. Financial literacy isn't as common as people think. That's why they keep failing and falling into the same traps while trying to make everyone else responsible for their outcomes. People who make money will always find a way to make more money. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.
And when I'm feeling broke, E and J by my side, Henny like $40. This shit like 25.
Because I understand there is a risk that you may be disrespected. They're like, here, I've been disrespected here many times. I've been offended here many times. A lot of you are coming here finding a way to attack me, tell different stories. I'm okay with that.
I don't want to attack you.
You're being very respectful. I'm not talking about you. But what I'm saying to you is, when you say, have you ever been punched in the face on a bus? You don't want to hear about what things has happened to me because of the way I look.
Because I feel
but
like
I don't want to use
you've
that.
been through a lot of trauma in your life, and now you're kind of clinging to things.
I'm not. What I don't want to do that. I have my son is sitting right here, my 13-year-old son, I have 4 kids. I bring him everywhere. I want them to see that it's okay. People are going to disagree with you. You have to be comfortable with this.
All the time.
You are with 13-year-olds all the time?
Because of my job, because I'm a substitute teacher and a tutor. The thing is, you can imply many different things, and that is your right. But what I'm saying is right now, I care deeply about having a good experience. The incentive that I feel is for peace and prosperity.
I respect it.
And again, I'm using my freedom now, but the issue is you're saying we have all these options, but whenever I tour the globe, I see franchises that have monopolized pretty much everywhere. So when you talk about options, it's really, there's these select few people who have this infrastructure that's really benefiting them more than others. And without some sort of conscious, spiritual, moral awakening, what can we do except for beg and appeal and amass?
Well, no, you can't be too selective. At the beginning, when I worked at Haagen-Dazs, I couldn't be too selective for a job.
I can't whenever I can.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you for being respectful.
I'm glad y'all tripped over each other because I did too. How's it going? James.
What's your name? James.
So one of the things that you have stated is that we have options. Okay. So just to give you a little bit of my background, I come from a divorced family, and we lived below the poverty level from the time that I was born.
My bad. I had to walk off anything that y'all wanted to address that was just said, because this guy is important also.
They got nowhere at the end of that conversation. Waste of time.
You said he's from a what family? Did he say more or poor?
This guy?
Yes.
Poor.
Okay.
All right. He just got up here, right?
Yes.
Until now, frankly. So I'm one of those people that you're
now here's the thing. I don't like his disposition. I don't like his countenance at all. Yeah. Countenance is well.
I understand what you're saying. Which one?
This guy.
In the t-shirt?
This guy, yeah, this guy with the braid. Right? It's snarky to me. You know, and maybe it's because of the setting, but I don't think so. I think this is his disposition. And then I could see how he has poor results. Let me show you.
you're talking about that isn't pulling themselves up by their bootstraps enough, which, like, I didn't have boots to begin with. And, like, I don't know if you've ever had boots, but, like, legs are load-bearing structures.
I relate.
And, like, you can't really pull up a boot when you're wearing it, you know? So
that shit don't work on him. Why? Because he ain't have no boots either. Let's keep going.
Where exactly am I failing when I am working 80 hours a week? I am taking the only jobs that will hire me. I have put in 477 applications over the last 2.5 years. Not even gotten a call back once.
Why do you think?
You tell me. You're a job creator.
But I don't know your resume. You know your life better than I do. Why do you think you have not gotten a call back on 477?
Because
a lot
I
of
do
people
not
get
have a
callbacks.
degree.
Okay.
Because I do not have a degree because I could not afford one.
Okay.
I live in an area where the physical job market is very limiting.
Where do you live?
I live in rural Texas.
Okay.
So in that, like in the town that I grew up in, for instance, there are 8 jobs, period.
Does your family live there? Mom, dad, everybody's in that same city?
Everybody was at one point.
Okay.
Most of them are dead now.
Okay, sorry to hear.
It is what it is. It's poverty. You know, we're kind of used to that on this side.
Why do you feel like you're a victim? Why do you feel like you're a victim? Why do you feel like the way you speak, like, you know, you're the victim where all this happened to you?
Because I exist and things happen to you, and as such, things happen, and that's why I say that they happen to me.
You're a good-looking guy. Why do you think you're a victim? Why do you think you're somebody that's got into a situation because it's not fair what happened to me? Let me give you a couple options.
Sure.
Are you open to leaving the city you're in?
I've already left it.
So what city?
I've left multiple cities.
So if somebody else gave you a job in a different place, you'd be
100%.
willing to move there?
100%.
Okay. On your resume,
It says that.
What do you have on your resume? Skill set. What do you offer?
Transportation expertise, logistics expertise.
You consider yourself a hard worker?
I mean, I feel like
You said
80 hours a week.
That's a
something
hard
like that.
worker.
Sure.
How about we do this? How about I interview you and I give you a job? Would you move to Fort Lauderdale?
Ooh, that's Florida. Sure, why not?
Y'all seeing it? Y'all seeing it?
He scoffed at the opportunity.
He scoffed at the opportunity.
Yeah.
Look at this, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. He ain't had the money, right? How much you get for a Pell Grant per year?
$6,500 per semester, right?
No, I think it's $6,500 for the year.
For the year? Okay.
Right.
Pell Grant is low, the lower one.
Yeah, but that's the one that you get, right? You know what I'm saying?
You get it, yeah.
So, look at this shit, man. Hold on. Texas. Community college. $7,000 per year for the Pell Grant, or $8,000. Either way. Look at the credit cost. Texas lower than the national average. Motherfucker just talking. He want to be in this perpetual hell he put himself in. Let's keep going. Where?
Would you move to Fort Lauderdale?
Sure, why not?
How about you and I document this after
We got to get the scoff, though.
you're in?
I've already left.
What city?
I've left multiple cities.
So if somebody else gave you a job in a different place, you'd be
100%.
willing.
100%.
Okay, on your resume. On your resume,
It says that.
What do you have on your resume? Skill set. What do you offer?
Transportation expertise, logistics expertise.
You consider yourself a hard worker?
I mean, I feel like
You said
80 hours a week.
That's a
something
hard
like that.
worker. Sure. How about we do this? How about I interview you and I give you a job? Would you move to Fort Lauderdale?
Ooh, that's Florida. Sure, why not?
Would you move to Fort Lauderdale?
Sure, why not?
How about you and I document this after this? You and I do an interview with you and I give you a job. And let's see what you do 90 days later.
Okay, I'll look up your company and all that kind of stuff, and I'll see it. But
You
like,
see what just happened
regardless,
right there? So
Mike.
watch what you just did.
Sure.
You just said you applied to 77 companies.
I'll look up your company. Nigga,
I mean,
give you a job.
Okay, so there's nothing wrong with him wanting to look up the company to see what he's getting into, but it should be for the positive reason. How he should come to the job on the first day. This is what, this company expects of me, that type of thing. He also could look up, if the job, I guess, how long they've been in business. Maybe he's trying to see, I don't know, whatever his research would be.
It seems like he's going to try to discredit it.
But
Die, you don't got a cape for that, Die.
I'm just saying, like, to say it to him, like, that's not something you say. You do what you got to do, and you go to your first day at work. Like
You trying to, because you trying to cape for him, maybe because he got a braid or something. I don't know, but I can understand people. Oh, his name. Damn, Sherelle, you on point.
oh my gosh, no.
So it's like I can because you're speaking about due diligence, right? You're speaking about preparation.
Right. Okay,
for
that's fine.
Yeah. That's not what he's saying because he already scoffed at him. So I'm gonna try to say, okay, if you got like if they are worthy of him being there, type shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying that, and I'm saying because
Yeah,
I believe this.
Yeah, but and in the same sentence is nasty.
I'm saying that.
Ironically, at 80 hours per week, he said he have transportation. He should just go get a CDL. all major carriers actually fund your schooling and hire you after the schooling. They fly you out, they put you in a hotel, they train you, then they give you a job. Of course, they take payments out of your check for a year so that you can pay them back, but you're living on a truck.
He's not
You're
using
making
his
good
options
money.
All right, hold on. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going.
Who's not gone back to you.
Yeah.
A business owner who's hiring aggressively just made an offer to you. You said you're willing to move. Then you said, I'll look at it. You became selective.
I didn't
You
say I look at it if you'd let me finish my sentence.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
I would like to look into your company to see exactly what you guys do.
You would like to?
Because I don't know what you guys do.
Okay.
So as far as I'm concerned, I may be wasting my time going. If you guys are a finance company, if you guys are a bank or something like that, I don't have the certifications. I don't have the degrees. So even interviewing me would be.
What if I gave you a job, period, to work 80 hours a week? Would you take it? And I paid you a reasonable wage.
Are we talking a livable wage or a reasonable wage?
What do
And
you
whose
make right
version
now?
of reasonable are we
What do you
talking
make
about?
right
Your
now?
version of reasonable or my version of
But you see,
reasonable?
so now for me, what I'm noticing from you is
I need specifics.
No, not necessarily. No, most of the people I hired need specifics. The difference is I'm trying to hire them. In this instance, you're trying to get a job and you're being selective. It's going to work against you.
I'm not trying to get a job. Originally, I was
My
trying to
offer's
ask you
off
where
the
the
table.
moral
My offer's off the table
Okay, that's
because
fine.
you're going to be difficult to work with.
Okay, sure. But my question was, where is my moral failing? Like, where is it that you are saying that I am not working hard enough and I am not doing
I just
enough?
experienced it right now because the way you just handled the situation.
Got it. So I should accept anything that somebody gives me at first blush if it is a guaranteed thing.
No, not necessarily.
I agreed to do your interview. I agreed to be interviewed by you, and you agreed to consider me for hiring.
Yeah.
So therefore, I am taking that opportunity. I've chosen to. But because I am asking you for specifics, your immediate reaction is that, oh, well, you're trying to be picky. When I'm not. I'm asking
specifics. You could have
I said I need to look up your company. That's all I
you could have
said.
said is I'm willing to have the interview.
And I did.
You would have had the interview.
And I did.
No, you said it depends.
I said,
don't
yeah,
know.
sure.
Let me look.
Yeah,
Let me
sure.
do all
I
this
would
other
look
stuff.
into your company. That's all I said.
I appreciate you. Thank you, James.
Yeah, he messed up on that one. He could have changed his goddamn career to make sure he's not in poverty like his goddamn family. I'm just saying, if that's the case.
Because you may not know what company, but he's the CEO. He knows what company, and he's offering you the job. So he obviously understands there's a position he can put you in. Duh.
He's gonna teach you what you need to know. Either way, like
he just spoke to him. He just told him. You just told him what your expertise were in, right? They literally had that conversation. But the entitlement thing is getting people crashing into these brick walls. Tiff, you gotta stay out the chat. We in the middle of the panel.
I'm hearing everything you're saying.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard everything you said.
All right. What I'm saying is that's been my instruction for a long time. So I can when you look at these people, you can see why they at where they at, right?
But why is he entitled like that? That's what I want to know.
Oh my God.
I'm so
It's an
confused.
American, bruh. This is the mindset on why, and it's crazy that the CEO guy is actually an immigrant. Immigrants outpace us because we literally have this entitlement. I'm an American and I deserve especially white ones. White ones, like black people know we gotta work a little, but white American men,
but it's still
entitlement.
I just don't understand. Like if he said his family died from so-called poverty and all this stuff. So why he's so entitled if he never had shit? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just weird. I don't understand it. It's weird to me.
The most entitled people be people who ain't never had shit.
They gotta stop that. Because they're gonna continue to be in that situation. Like you gotta understand and be humble. Like I'm humble. Everybody seem like on here humble, I guess, right? You gotta be humble to get somewhere in life with everything in life and humble with everything.
But think about it, like, even the one before him, they're getting he was getting government hands-out. So if the government give me food stamps and the government give me free healthcare and the government, because I'm poor, I'm used to getting shit for nothing.
Yeah, but
that's why I say sometimes the government, it cripples us because something that's supposed to use to uplift you, people get too codependent on it and it starts to cripple you. And now you feel like you go out in the world thinking that you can get something for absolutely nothing.
Yo, then that shit is those two stuck out to me, and that was the most distasteful to me. No, ain't nobody making it by themselves. That's not the argument. But how you coming across like that? I had a homeless person, and Rainbow Kid just remind me of it. I gave him $1. He sucked his teeth, so I took it back. Go ahead, Tiff. You got something?
I'm listening.
No, I saw you unmuted. I thought you wanted to say something. No, but I mean, what's your thought? Because this is not right. It makes no sense. Right? We are the society is capitalist. Right? We understand it. You know, and there's government subsidies and supplements. But not acting like that though. That I'm not giving him nothing.
I'm not giving either one of those white men bail. What I'm gonna say is my issue with capitalists is you want to say that our system is capitalist, but then our society runs off of socialism. The same roads that your employees are riding into, the taxpayers pay for that. If you're getting food stamps, you're not the only people. The citizens are paying into that. So me personally, I don't believe that you have to be starving because you're human. If you're getting food stamps, I don't think you're living a quality life. You're in poverty. If that's a choice, because it is a choice, then I get that. But to me, the whole bootstraps things, specifically as Black people, I don't buy into that. I think things are circumstantial. Now with those white men, I think they are wasting whiteness. But white people are they're taught to fail up. They're taught to be mediocre. If you look and see the people around normally, the women of color, the Black men, we have to be on top of it, excellent, know your shit all the time. So I don't have any bail for them. What I can also say is, if we look at the status of America and 1% of all of the people own the wealth, the system that we're running right now is not efficient, it's not effective, and the people that take the brunt of it the most typically be people that look like you and me. Certain social systems should be funded and supported. Period. Point blank. I'm not.
What this gave us was a lens into what is the speculation about Victim Olympics, right? This gave us a look inside of it, right? And it's like a demographic thing. You see, it's not even like a color thing. It's about like the income level demographic with this level of entitlement, and these government supplements and subsidies allow people to act like this. And then when you work, and here's what the diabolical thing is: when you work hard enough to be middle class, upper middle class, right, lower middle class, you don't qualify for shit.
Exactly. So let me ask you this: doesn't
You know what I'm saying? So that part, I didn't appreciate this, and this helps me see the Victim Olympics mindset or argument much better. Go ahead.
So my issue with calling those people victims would be now do the same with people that get money in corporate government funds, because the biggest welfare queen in America is Elon Musk. He gets more government money than anybody else. But when it's for poor people, we want to talk about food stamps bad, Medicaid, that's bad. But when the money's going toward billionaires, that becomes an entitlement, a tax write-off. I'm going to have a problem when both people are pulling from the system. You both are benefiting off of the backs of middle class people.
But that's not what was said today at all.
Why are you making the poor people the victims, but the rich people, they just manage their money better?
Understood. What I'm saying is nobody said that at all today.
But
we were looking at how they are acting, looking at the disposition, right? So again, when we mentioned Cinderella Man and people who actually are working and using those supplements and eventually surpass the point to where they qualify for supplements, right? That's the part. That's the socialist part that putting money into so people can grow. I can see that, right? But not the aspect of you being entitled like somebody owe you something. So if they bail out Ford, right? Like they did,
Mm-hmm.
How many people does Ford employ?
I don't know those stats, and we'd have to look and see.
Thousands? Could we say thousands? Is thousands fair? So for Ford not to fail, right? They get a bailout, and by proxy keeps 10,000 Americans working, right?
So
I could see the give and take. But if you just taking like this motherfucker, and you don't want to work for shit, and the job gotta be noble. You know how many people wake up and do jobs that they hate, do jobs that they don't want to do? Newsflash, I don't like moving furniture that much. But I do it because there's a path to generational wealth there that I've been able to carve out. This is some selfish shit.
I can see all of your issues with the second guy was just a dickhead. The first guy just seemed to me lofty, and I wanted to ask you, like, did you have the biggest issue with him just saying, I want to find a job that has value, or like what was your major issue with him? Because the second one, there, I'm trying to understand. The first one, what was your major issue with what he said?
The first one?
Yeah.
Soft as baby shit, for one.
Okay.
He had a dress on for 2. He had female shoes on for 3.
I saw that.
And then he said, I need something that's noble. Noble what? What are you talking about? What your baseline of subjective good and noble means nothing to me.
Okay.
Right? You become a leech if everything has to be absolutely perfect for you to agree.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what. Granny will tell me this. Sherelle will tell me this. I don't believe them. They said, Granny, he said he drove 800,000 miles in 7 years or some crazy shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get used to it, but that shit ain't fun. I don't care what nobody said.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping in the back of a truck ain't fun. I mean, Sherelle was gonna do it anyway, but showering 3 days a week ain't fun.
I shower every day.
But they do. But people do it, and without the truckers, we don't got what we got. Come on, man, that's bullshit. That ain't noble. That's the opposite of noble.
Right? People say, like, people ask you, like, is your dream job? Like, if anybody go to sleep and think about working, they stupid. You know, niggas dream about hitting the lottery and never having to work again. Like, nobody want to go to work every day. We gotta push through to get what we want. And it's sometimes you see people and you look at them and they're successful and you want their success, but you don't want nothing that they went through to get it.
They just want the success. Yo, Sherelle, like even on this, right? I could do this every day right now, or whenever I want to, because the company is situated, But when I first did the first moving company in 2016, I was on the back of that truck every single day. You know what I'm saying? Every single day. Until you get it to a point where it's passive, now you can start to do things that you're passionate about. Mm-hmm. People want to start with their passions. That ain't how it worked for most of us.
And that's just clearly how it's a mindset thing. Me and Clips was talking about starting over. And I was saying, like, people always like be picky. I would work at McDonald's. I would work at Subway. I would go and make $7.25. That's minimum wage here. My last taxes I filed was $166,000 for the year. I would go and make $7.25. That's what that man is saying. If you a hustler, then you a hustler. You gonna hustle up. You see him fall off, he gonna get back up. Once you know how to get it, you gonna get to it every time. It don't matter. You just know the recipe. But if you ain't never trying to put no work in, nothing gonna never come from it. So we gonna just give you money and think that's gonna solve the problem. It's not.
Yeah, man.
Do you not think that there should be like just basic living income, and looking at other first world countries? So if you look at somewhere like a Sweden, where there's certain ways that they practice society, that they still have naps, they have better childcare, they have better.
Too small.
Pardon me?
Just to answer your question, it's too small, right? You asking the United States to do something that a country that got 1,000 people in it does, right? too small to sustain that, right? And we got to be realistic when we start making these comparisons, because they're false equivalencies, right?
I didn't get to finish my statement. So the thing that I'm saying
And
is,
what statement? No, you said what you said. I'm answering to what you said. You said you saw how they do things in Sweden, right? That's just my reply, right? We have a condensed timetable right now because I got to do something at 1, you know. So what up, Melly Mel? So that part is it's. I'm just saying that it doesn't work, right? And also, here's the other thing: the majority of the jobs here are small business owners. Y'all know that, right?
Correct.
You know, and so oftentimes people have to also negotiate. People have to ask, right? When I do things, when I post for hiring new guys, you know what I never put? The pay range. Because now they saying, okay, I'm gonna try to get to the top of this pay range. I say, how much you want to get paid? Motherfuckers be tiptoeing, Sherelle, right? They be nervous, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I take 17, deal. Right? Because we have to actually pay people, right? But now here's the difference. It's 15 men making $17 an hour while the minimum wage is $7.50. And I give them incremental increases because I know what I can afford to pay them too. So I probably got a couple guys paying 17. Most of the other guys make 20 to 25 because I can afford to pay that. But I'm like, you have to have that conversation, grown man. I'm not taking it. I'm saying, hey, it's definitely more than the minimum wage, so we don't even got to talk about that, you know. But it's like people don't have a lot of experience in this shit, but they just saying it and think somebody gonna be able to sustain it.
Right. And I would like to just say this to Tiff, because I'm not coming from no talking down. Like, I come from this. Oh, never mind. Let me get it.
No, I'm just looking at him. Boy, look rough. You good, Mel?
Yeah, I'm rough. Yeah, I just need
that boy don't live nowhere. You straight?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm trying to grow my beard out. It's patchy, man.
But I would just say to be poor in a first world country, man. I think is actually very much a still privilege if you fix your mindset. Ironic. You gotta stop being materialistic. We gotta get off substances.
All right, let's get them in real quick, Relly. Melly Mel, what's popping? You got the baby? Let me see the baby.
What baby?
Not you, Mel. Oh, did the baby? She's nice, baby. She's a sticky baby. Listen to your mommy, girl. All right, I'm good. Go ahead, Mel.
Hey, Swell. Since I work at the Salvation Army, so I pretty much see homeless people every single day. Like, literally. If you can't help yourself and asking for help, I don't know what to tell you. You got to help yourself first. Because, shit, before I got here, I was at a temp service. I wanted to help myself to get out that temp service to actually get a better job. If you ain't helping yourself, you ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, Mel. Yeah,
Like,
you gotta help yourself first.
Like, how you gonna ask for help? You ain't even helping yourself.
Yeah,
start with you.
Yeah, word. No, that's for sure, man. Let me get Marv. What's popping? August, what up?
Perfect. Yo, what up, fam? How you doing, man? That's
we doing right, man. Everything's everything.
So let's see. What was some of the questions I was asked?
Marv, we ain't giving you.
No. I heard you was talking about. You was talking about, for the most part, like she was saying, "Oh, what can we do as far as not her minimum wage come up? All these other things come up." So I'm like, okay, we talking economics, or we talking about a person's situation?
We were reviewing a video, so I'm gonna let August go because I think August was here, and then we'll circle back. All right.
All right, bet.
Yeah, what's popping, y'all? How y'all holding up?
What's goody? How you?
What's up?
I'm cooling, man. Cooling. Sherelle killing it today, boy. She was on fire. God damn. Nah, but I wanted to say a lot of people think that that like being a socialist or like having like all these social programs is gonna work out in the benefit of everybody, but in reality, that shit really don't work. What's gonna do is gonna make people who are dependent on the system more dependent, and so the only people that's gonna be contributing to the system is the ones that are actually working. And so if there's no incentive for you to work hard and everything is equally distributed, then there's no incentive for you to get out there and actually work. What's going to happen is it's going to create a domino effect of people less and less wanting to work. That's how it works.
That's
Unless
not socialism. That's communism. You drive on the road. Do you pay for it? You do it through taxes. The red lights, do they help everybody? There are certain social systems that we have that we know that they work. So communism is one thing. Socialism is another.
So
You're talking about communism.
I'm not talking about communism. Go ahead.
August, you know what's actually you got the floor. You know what's actually interesting because I'm thinking about when it's like the roads and such, schools and such. You know what's actually interesting? The more property taxes, the better the school is funded.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not socialist though. That would be more capitalist, right? Because you have those people who pay more taxes based on property and etc. They actually own the property, and then it gets funneled into the school in which their kids go to, right? Because a socialist thing, all the schools would be the same, but it's actually not that, right? So if you live in an area in which it's, let's say, project housing, rental housing, right? Who's paying that property taxes, and then what do those schools look like?
Exactly. And the thing about it, what I was saying about what you were saying about the roads and those different things, I have a mutual beneficial interest in that. But when it comes to your children and how your children is eating, I have no interest in that. That doesn't benefit me in any way. So that's what I'm saying. When you think that more social programs is gonna, a lot of people got this idea. There's a lot of liberal-minded people that got the idea that more social programs is gonna do better, and they keep using, I think, Sweden as an example. But their taxes are extremely high over there. More social programs is only gonna incentivize people to not want to work.
Clearly,
it's not gonna do what you think.
So you're seeing more people, but you're talking to me. So be direct when you're speaking about what I said.
I'm not talking about you.
I mentioned Sweden.
I'm talking about a liberal. You're not the first person to ever mention
I'm not
Sweden.
a liberal. I'm not a liberal.
I didn't say I'm not talking to you, so you can stop saying that. I'm not talking to you. I'm saying that liberal-minded people think like that.
No,
and I'm not talking to you directly. I'm just talking about.
So
I'm talking about
even with the school taxes, the way that it should be and how it is not right. And the way that if you're going to a public school, then the services should be spread out equally. But we understand what happens is that you underfund certain schools. So again, because a system is being broken, we understand you can vote, but we know you can marginalize the vote through gerrymandering. So you have to attack the problem within. You don't say it doesn't work at all.
Look, so I got a question. If I work super hard and I get up every day and work 12 hours a day, 30 days out the month, and you get up and you work 4 hours a day, 30 days out the month, do I deserve more than you? Or we should just cut whatever it is? So that's the same thing with school. So if I work really hard and I get up and I work really hard to put my child in a school system with higher tax brackets, with higher school tax, I'm working my way up to that point. That's why he gets to go to that school, because I want my child to go to a better school than what your child going to.
Hey, August.
Does that make sense? What's up?
Depending on the type of job they're doing, right?
Wait, what?
It depends on the type of job they're doing.
What you mean?
Like, you can't compare a mechanic to a somebody that sit at a desk.
Why you say that?
Physical labor.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what you mean?
All right, if I'm a mechanic or a maintenance man or
he's speaking to the who works harder. No. You mistake hard for physical. Those are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
So there's people who would much rather pick stuff up and put it down than do paperwork. So yeah, physical labor doesn't automatically equate to more difficult. You see, that's a fault. Yeah, people. I understand why you would say that, but physical is physical. Like there's guys they don't want to clock in nothing. They just want to wrap the furniture, pick it up, pack the boxes. They're like, man, all that paperwork shit. I'll go clean the truck. Somebody else do the paperwork. You see what I mean?
Yeah. It feels mundane to them.
Yeah, but I catch your drift though. Like, I understand what you're trying to say, Mel. Okay. All right. So I just want to make sure I re-baseline it. That's good convo amongst Tiff and August, right? We were just talking about how Sweden just isn't scalable, right? The size has to matter, pause, But the people in that video, right? And I showed them two white boys, right? but most of them had a very similar like feng shui about them. You know, Sherelle, don't steal my word. And that just threw me off. I don't want to help people like that. Let me get Marvin and Mr. Fantastic. What's good?
So now I'm caught up.
Oil. You can't even say oil.
Now that I'm caught up, I'm going to say this then. Those who want socialist programs and are real passionate about it, you need to put the work in for themselves. Because in the capitalist system, you can still have social programs you can do for yourself. Most people talk a good game saying we can come together, we can come together. It's like you can come together with real people right now. Honestly, y'all can build your own little communities, make your own private banks, your own family stuff, your own family wealth. But you guys have proven time by time that y'all are not what y'all say you are. Because you were, y'all would take half what y'all make as a group, put it into the pot, put it into your own private bank, and let that be the thing y'all socialize off of and take care of each other. Have your kids' college paid off for. Literally, half your money would go right to that particular system that you have created from your own private system. It could be a multiple amount of people. Doesn't have to just be family. But most people, again, are not built that way. Actually, a perfect example I'm talking about is that white community that got built over there in Arkansas. They're doing exactly what I'm saying right now, putting their money together, buying up land, and being socialists and taking care of each other. But most people do not want to take care of each other because the temptation of being your own man or woman is more pleasing, in my opinion.
Right, you done? Hey,
Yeah.
shout out to everybody, man. Yeah, bro. Again, and shout out to Marvelous, man. You know what I'm saying, rocking that good old uniform, man. Shout out to that brother, man. Yeah. Thank you for your service, brother. Listen, man. It's crazy, and I'm glad that HAMP used the white dudes as this example, so maybe niggas can stop using excuses of, whatever, bro. Capitalism has nothing to do with your race. Okay? It's a system. And poverty is a mindset. Entitlement is a mindset. And that's the problem with niggas. Y'all, and yeah, fucked up shit happened to everybody, man. But we so focused on, we need a check and the government owe us and all this other shit. Okay, in the meantime, with teen time, how about we get as high as we can get, right? And then if the shit come on the back end, that's just more added to the pot. But niggas would rather, I need to be given this and I'm not given the opportunity. No, you're making poor life decisions. And we are told and we are purposely given a poverty mindset as to where, it's okay to live off the government, consistently, depend upon the government. It's okay. They owe me this. They owe me that. I can be late. I can do this. I can do that. I ain't finna do this. I ain't finna do that. You literally had nothing but white dudes show you what a fucking loser mentality is. Okay? These are niggas got loser mentality. Now we finna shift it back over to niggas. Most niggas got loser mentalities. They see what you got and they want what you got, but they don't want to motherfucking do the work to get what you got when you got there. Goddamn. That's what it is. Point blank period. Niggas, y'all be you on welfare because you're getting your pension. No, dumbass. Keyword pension. I earned this shit. I work for this. I sacrificed 20 years of my life so I can motherfucking enjoy the last motherfucking 40. Okay? I ain't gotta wait like y'all till I'm 65 years old and get 3 years of my motherfucking life when I can't motherfucking enjoy shit. Okay? Of enjoyment before I motherfucking step in that pine box. Okay? But when you tell niggas that, you work for the white man, you for the government, you fighting the white man's battles. Okay, you niggas out here fighting over motherfucking colors and whatever on corners. Y'all fighting for fucking Cardi B and Beyonce when something gets said on the internet. Okay, you ain't getting paid shit. So until we get a understanding of what wealth is, financial literacy, and start practicing these things, making money, saving money, investing money, buying assets and not motherfucking buying what's the name, right? Not buying liabilities, not trying to look the part when you ain't really motherfucking got the fucking pieces to go with it, right? Shit is never gonna change. And as long as we out here telling the world that, we got to be given something and we need to be this and we need to be that and all this other shit, nigga, just, stay your po ass right where the fuck you at, okay? And when 2053 get here, no, I will not be reaching back to pull your ass back up, okay? Buy your bootstraps, nigga. Figure it out. Because I use my bootstraps to motherfucking strangle niggas, pull myself up, and do any and everything I had to do to get there. Okay? So if I can do this shit, certainly everybody else can do it too. Most millionaires are self-made. Shout out to HAMP for using the example and killing that Sweden shit. I just looked it up. Texas has almost 40 million people as a state. Sweden got just over 10 million. What are we talking about? This is poor. This is just poor excuses to why. Oh well, why can't we be like Sweden? Why can't we be like Portugal? Why can't these fucking countries, bro, have less people than our states? Their GDP is laughable. Okay, so that's why. So, but that's all I got for now, man. It's a broadcast.
That's all you got?
Well, that's, I mean,
Yeah,
unless
you
somebody
want
got
to speak on any other topics? I feel like a lot of times when y'all come up here, y'all speak about the very last thing we was talking about. Did y'all want to speak on anything?
Oh, come on, man. You Sherelle, y'all listen, man. That's all of my, listen, man. Y'all love these thug niggas. Y'all want a hood nigga. All right? That's
You don't think you're thug adjacent?
No, I'm not thug adjacent at all. I'm a lame nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can't be thug adjacent. I was in the white man's military, remember? I can't be thug adjacent.
What
You know what I'm
August?
Shit, I'm with him. I'm about my money. I don't do no thug shit ever. Paper first.
Y'all y'all don't dress thug adjacent?
No.
Y'all smoke
No,
black?
I don't drink. No, I'm casual shawty. You know me. You couldn't pay me to put on those skinny jeans. I'm too old for that shit. That's against my religion. Okay, the best you gonna get from me, like I say, y'all see what it is: screen tees and athletic wear. I'm not fucking. That's not thug adjacent. Thug adjacent is skinny jeans, Gucci this, Gucci that. Designer shit, whatever. Yeah, I'm not. No, that's not my bag.
I don't wear nothing designer. Never. It's a waste of money.
Okay. Yeah. You have something else to say, Tiff?
I wanted to say something about, just a little about the back and forth. A lot of times they think that it's the government's job to educate people, and it's really not. That's the brainwashing right there. It's not the government's job to educate your children. It's your job to educate your children. The government is going to educate your children to be a worker, but it's your job to inform them and expand their mind and understand the value of financial literacy. That's not, I think that's what get lost. They kind of, even like with the dude, the dude with the hair, and then the other dude with the braid, they in this thought process like somebody owed them something. Like it's like you're given an opportunity, and they're not even showing any gratitude about it. And that's what a lot of, especially in the Black community, that's one of the things that we have a problem with.
You know
And
what
then
I've
you're
been
at
saying?
home and the people aren't learning morals and ethics or anything like that.
No,
And
that's
then
the
it's
problem,
like,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
And then it's like
Yeah.
they get to a point where they feel like, oh, the world isn't fair. And then they want to come and tell everybody the world isn't fair. And they get met with the fact that everybody already knew.
But you know
Right.
what
We
I
already
realized?
knew it wasn't fair. We worked through it.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you know
shit
what I
was hard
realized
for me.
though?
Okay, we worked through the shit being hard for us. We trying to tell you that's how it goes.
We really got to bring back a lot of these old sayings, right? We let that shit die, and we just thought it was just shit that old people say that didn't really mean nothing. But the older you get, you find out that old people were
That
right.
shit was on point.
with
Yeah.
wisdom. Beggars cannot be choosers, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Listen, if the buddy was somewhere in bumfuck Texas, he said they had 8 jobs there. You've been in poverty your entire life. You said from birth to, I'm guessing he's in his mid to late 30s. This man offers you a job. You scoff, and then you need to know the details. Nigga, you got a billionaire sitting in front of you saying, I'll give you a job and change your life. What the fuck? People really think people don't even understand leverage and power, bro. People, that's a problem. That's the worst precedent that happens, as to where the people at the bottom think they have say so, and they should have a say in what the people at the top do.
Right.
You
How
ain't got
they spend their money.
Exactly how they spend their money and whatever. Again, they showed the thing on there. He didn't cover that, but as much as people complain about the 1% not paying their fair share of taxes, right? The 1% already applies for the 1%. applies for fucking 60% of all taxes paid. The 1%. That means that's 1% of the fucking population counts for 60% of the fucking population's taxes. Poor people don't pay shit. If you're
They
poor
get money
below the
back for
fucking poverty,
taxes.
thank you. You're getting paid. You're getting paid to be poor. So now and then niggas, you understand, you like hell, you don't qualify for this shit. All of y'all people that be voting for all of these democratic policies and shit. Oh, we need more welfare, we need more Medicaid, more Medicare, and all this shit and so on. Motherfucker, some shit you're not even gonna get till you old. Why do we let that be the basis of the things being offered to black people, the shit for poor people, when only you got 30% of people that are poor people that even qualify for the shit? Why are we placating to, again, it's a mentality, man. And we got to get out of this shit and grow out of this shit. Those of us that know, hey, you're going to be all right.
And that's the whole thing when I say, like, a lot of times I'll be like, it's first world problems, bro. You wouldn't want to be poor nowhere else. Like they got people be poor in Haiti and their children eating out of the fucking dirt. You know what I'm saying? You poor in America, you get $500 worth of food stamps, and they don't even tax food stamps at the grocery store. So my whole thing is, if people would stop being so materialistic, stop being so undisciplined, learn how to actually save their money, actually go read a book about financial literacy if you know how to read, and there's free libraries. I just want to understand, like, for people who don't have cars, I mean, if you ever been around the country, you know what buses are? They're in poor neighborhoods because they know y'all don't have cars. They put buses and trains for you because they know you can't afford cars and they want you to be able to move around.
Sherelle, crazy thing about it.
They have the internet. They know you don't all have money to read the books. There's libraries in the hood. That's not in, like, when you go to the suburbs, it ain't like that. It's not a bus everywhere.
What they say?
Figure this shit out. You better have a car if you live over here.
If you want to hide it from a black man, put it in the book.
Put it in the book. Put it in the book.
The libraries give you free access to the
Sherelle, you ain't even. But Sherelle, you ain't got to read no more.
Give you a free phone.
You could audio it.
Sherelle, you ain't got to read no more. Motherfuckers will read to you. Motherfucker literally read the book to you. You ain't got to read. You like I say, man.
Literally,
but
look, Audible. They
that's what I'm saying.
Audio books at the library. They rent
I'm gonna tell you that they don't understand. The thing about it is they don't understand the value of information. They don't understand how transformative information could transform your life. Just something that you just didn't know that everybody knew. And so, like, even your boy right there standing in front of Patrick Bet-David, this dude, you don't even know, like, he could have used this dude as a test to show that I could turn a broke ass motherfucker to a multi-millionaire. He could have been that test study, but his behavior, his demeanor, his lack of humbleness, and his poor mindset made him squander that opportunity. You know how many motherfuckers would give their left leg to be in that chair? You know what I'm saying? That understands, like, what's happening right now. He just
August. He was offering the ops. He was offering ops the opportunity that people will motherfucking kill to get, bro. And they too stupid to fucking take it. And that shit right there, August, that's the gem of the day. Niggas don't even understand opportunity, August. Motherfuckers don't understand, hey, if you just do this right here, there's a formula for a lot of this shit. If you save a certain amount of money a day, bro, if you cut back on your cup of coffee, if you cook your own food, if you do a whole lot of shit, man, if you cut out on going to the club, you cut out on alcohol, you cut out on certain shit, bro, you can literally change your whole life in a year.
That takes discipline.
I'm
gonna tell you what discipline takes. Discipline takes humility. People are not walking around with humility to understand the value of opportunity and the value of information. They operate in a place where they believe that they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like they in their mind, they feel like they deserve whatever they not getting. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. And you see them fumble opportunities like this, like a fool, live and direct.
And that's the root of it, because if you're an undisciplined person, bro, why you think the majority of people who hit the lottery go broke?
Yeah.
If you're an undisciplined person, you're an undisciplined person.
Damn near all of them.
That shit is going to show up in every frame of your life. Everywhere you go, you take it with you. He said, you've been moved from your town? Yeah, I moved from a bunch of towns because you keep taking you with you. everywhere you go, and you the fucking problem.
And ain't changing shit. Shout out to my man. Let's get Trey in here. What's up, Trey? What you got for us, brother?
How y'all doing, man? I'm doing all right, man. Shit. You hit it on the head when you said that black people gotta lose a mentality, right? And it goes way further than just sports, finances, and everything. Like it's in everything that we do, right? And the reason why I say that is because I'm like very big on sports, right? Nowadays, you will have people saying, I'd rather not even go to the championship if I'm gonna lose. What type of loser type of shit is that? You can't even win a championship unless you get there. So you telling me you'd rather not even try if you know that you're not gonna win. That shit sucks. And that's the mentality that we have across the board, not just sports. It's education, work, everything. You don't want to try hard. You don't want to stop doing this. You don't want to stop doing that. Just to, you know what I'm saying? Just to better yourself, not nobody else, yourself.
They want a guarantee. And life don't come with that. And even the people who won, no, life didn't come with a guarantee. LeBron couldn't guarantee he would be LeBron. Nigga just had to show up.
Yeah, man.
AI was a monumental player. He never won a chip. But you think that AI would have not liked to play in the finals at least once in his life? Just playing in the finals right there. That's an achievement right there. Like people just don't understand that. Like everybody is not going to be able to win. Sometimes you're going to be second.
Hey, shout out to Trey, right? So, hey, Trey, that's a great analogy, bro. Even though Iverson didn't win that finals, only won one game, right? Had one of the best performances and one of the most iconic moves in sports history, right? Just for what? The opportunity to get there and compete. Niggas don't know about competing, bro. Outside, look, bro, sports is a great analogy, but, bro, when you're a competitor, that shit's supposed to transfer over to everything. Motherfucker, this me. This my name. This my brand. I put my step on that shit. I did it. I fixed it. I made it. Right? But again, now we get back to the root. This is the importance of fathers, right? This is the importance of men being, respected, being appreciated, and seeing, your dad get up. I forget, somebody just said it. I forget who it was. It was either buddy, number one pick. What was his name for NFL?
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward said he saw his dad get up every morning and go to work. He said, I get to play football for a living. Why would I not go hard? Why would I not give my best? Why would I not do the best that I could possibly do when I see my dad break his back for my entire life? You feel me?
He said, I see my dad get up every morning at 4:30 for a job he didn't like.
I
can get up for a job I do like.
Yeah, I was about to say, and people don't understand it like this, right? They get so competitive sometimes. You be at work, right? And this is how I be thinking, like, can't nobody get no more money than me. So I got to get the most overtime. If my truck not the last truck in the yard, I feel like somebody taking my money for real. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. Like, it's not going to happen every single week because, you're just not going to work 65 hours every single. That's damn near impossible. But, shit, at least two weeks out the month, I'm trying to get the more hours than anybody in the yard, I promise. Like, that's just how it go. Like, people don't got that in them no more. Like, it just don't. Like, that's supposed to transfer into everything you do.
Yeah,
like, I'm trying to be the best coach. I'm trying to be the best worker. I'm trying to be the best of everything. Like, you can't even cook better than me, and I ain't even no chef. I swear to God. That's how I be.
That's how HAMP feel about his chicken.
I think Fantastic was just saying a little while ago, it's the dads out here that's making their sons competitive. So and that's a big disadvantage for our black community. A lot of us have not had the institution of our father's love and knowledge to make us competitive. Like my sons, I make sure they competitive. Like that's just, I'm bred competitive, but my sons, I make sure they competitive because I know when they go out into the world, they have to be able to compete with everybody that's around them and survive. You know what I mean? They got to endure. And there's nothing I can do about that except prep them. But a lot of times we get caught up in the nurturing of things because we have like a very gynocentric lens. I know they hate me saying that, but I'm going to say it any goddamn way. we have a very like women led lens where we think that it's more about nurturing and how you feel about life versus being able to understand the value of sacrifice.
Even that man in the clip, he was saying, I got my sons out there watching me.
Exactly.
Watching how
So they
people
can learn.
disagree with you. Watching how people are being entitled. Watching you will give somebody
Watch
an
how I maneuver
opportunity and
through
they'll
this.
make excuses as you offering them an opportunity.
Yeah, watch how I maneuver through this. Watch how I maneuver through all this in real time.
No.
I'm gonna be that example for you.
No, I just want to make sure, right? I don't think we've conflated it, right? But there's a difference between opportunity and then guaranteeing outcomes too. You know what I'm saying? Like the opportunity should be there, you know. Now there's nepotism, there's several things that get in the way that we do need to discuss, right? But I think the key is when you have an opportunity, make the most of it. And the only expectations that you have is the expectations that you work for and set for yourself, right? You control what you can control, right? But you cannot guarantee the outcomes, right? And that woe is me shit, or I should get this, or I need the government till I find a perfect job was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm competitive, right? I work hard, and I also keep it relative too. So when I go play basketball, I play defense, foul, and hustle. You see, I'm not gonna be out there shooting threes and acting like that's not. You see what I mean? So I'm gonna play hard. I'm gonna play my role
Play
too.
your position, yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like we was playing against Mr. Fantastic team. My brother a little taller than me. I said, "Yo, man, just foul the shit out of him." He's a actual basketball player, you know. So they kind of like the rules and shit. You know what I mean? So he not gonna cheat back. Pause. So we cheated and won the game. You know what I mean?
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah. Tell your brother he will be here for my lawyer still. I'm just getting the paperwork together.
You know what I mean? Damn, man. I think it was mined through. I hope people understand why that video was uberly important, because it is a mindset thing. It is a demographic thing, right? It's much less of a color lines thing than I think. And maybe that's another conversation we need to have. But I'm telling you, man, people who are in a perpetual hell, there's choices being made. And we saw that shit in real time. Did y'all see Caesar Borgia up there? He looked crazy.
I was just thinking he looked like the gay fish.
The homosexual
Jesus.
hobo.
Yes.
He looked like white Jesus.
Nah, don't do white Jesus like that.
Nah, he ain't he's Caesar Borgia, man.
Caesar Borgia is white Jesus, huh?
Yeah, that's the same person.
That's just Caesar Borgia. It ain't white Jesus. That don't even make sense.
I got what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a depiction of Caesar Borgia.
Hair like wool, feet of bronze. You're right, brother. We gotta say it properly.
That shit. It's Caesar Borgia, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I gotta go.
I just know he was musty. He was musty too. Him, that motherfucker. He wanted them shower once per 7 days.
Yeah. You see how his hair looked nasty like that?
Yeah, matted up and shit. Like yeah.
He definitely smelled like halftime. That's a stinky motherfucker right there for sure, man. Damn, man. All right, man. I gotta get out of here, man. I got a meeting I gotta get to. Salute to the 3 hours and 30 minutes we've been cooking. Appreciate everybody love and support. Trey always hit the link in the last. I know the show about to end when Trey hit the link, basically. That's why I know. It must be about time to wrap it up.
He looked like AL. Look, that's crazy. He
Don't look like AL.
He do look like he could be kidding AL.
Nah. AL got a lisp, so I don't want to put that on Trey. You know what I mean? Hey, yeah, with the $5 says, if y'all had money like Gates and Musk, you would fail. You couldn't manage $1 trillion business. You would fail thousands of families in the process. Jesus Christ. Mike Brown with the $10 says, someone can work at a private company for 20 years and get nothing. Burger King guy works hard. The military has more subsidies than the average working person. What should most people do? I think, Mike, this is where you're looking at opportunities, right? I mean, obviously, there's things that the military rejects people for, but also are people applying? See, that's an opportunity that people have.
Yeah, it's very few. I'll say this. If you have a young man that I'll say under the age of 25 and he don't got nothing, no direction, and so on and so forth, he don't want to go to college, the best investment he could ever do is one fucking term in the military. 4 years of your life can change your whole entire life. You ain't got to retire. You ain't got to do the whole fucking shit, bro. Just the Montgomery GI Bill, opportunity to own property, free education, security clearance, and veterans preference for getting hiring, getting in the government aspect of things, bro. Like I said, if you niggas got somebody or whatever, hit me up, bro. I'll point them in the right direction, give them all the information I can have, but I don't got it. I give them to the right person. We got to start changing this shit.
And that be the problem with when people put out those PSAs like that. Don't nobody pick up the phone. Sean Brewer with the $5 says socialism and communism share the same similarities and are sometimes used interchangeably. Easy Google. Trevor Trev with the $5 says panelist score so far: Hemp 55, Sherelle 85, Lady Di 45, Tiff 50. What?
Negative 50. Negative. That was a negative 50.
Oh, I think he put that by accident. Sean Brewer with the $2 says Mel got the Anthony Hamilton beard. That's shout out to Mel.
Shit like that. Perfect. Shit like that.
Sean Brewer with the $2 says truck drivers grind, and I appreciate them. Like for Cash with the $5 says poor people steal and get sent to prison. Wealthy people steal and get sent to the White House. Like for Cash with the $5 says the just world fallacy. Wealthy people are wise and virtuous. Poor people are evil and lazy. Capitalism needs losers, unemployed, poor, homeless. Joel with the $5 says, so if the guy takes a job in Florida and loses $20K in income compared to his current situation, is that still a W for him? No.
How do you lose 20K when again? I think they don't have state taxes in Texas, do they? Y'all got state taxes in Texas?
No.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. Florida don't have state taxes, and I'm pretty sure he'd be offering him a wage higher than what he's already getting. So I don't understand how he would lose 20K in the process.
Well, the question doesn't have enough information, right? Like Joel must know something we don't know. But here's what I say: drug dealers think they make so much money back in the day, but you work in 24 hours. When you take it and divide it by the number of hours of what you put in, you making what you thought was $100 an hour, you making $20 an hour, right? So if he's making 20,000 more than he would be making with Patrick, but working 80 hours a week, you got to understand what the actual trade-off is. But we don't. There's just not enough information on the question. Mike Brown with the 2000 self-sabotage isn't new. People do it knowingly. Sean Brewer with the 2000 Hamp, it's millions of people out here like that. Yeah, that was the part that bothered me. Sean Brewer with the 2000 Hamp, it's millions of people out there like this, fam. All right. Aaron with the 2000 as an epileptic, healthy people are full of excuses. Sean Brewer with the 2000 Sherelle on her shit today. Keep it up. LOL. He usually be on your ass too. Zeke, salute, man. Appreciate you all. Sean Brewer with the $5 says, bet they vote Democrat 100% every 4 years. Dude got hired and fired in 30 seconds. Sean with the $2 says, that's the liberal mindset of these people. Lazy folk. Reese with the $5 says, I think the best system is a mix between capitalism and socialism, probably leaning towards the former. There are pros and cons to both. Nothing's perfect. Yeah, and I think we have that. Right? I think we definitely have that mix. Aaron with the $2 says, people. Oh, I read this one. Yeah, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Oh, one more. AL with the $5 says, if y'all have. Oh, I read this one, right? Yeah. Hey, salute to AL, man. Salute to everybody who super chat. I apologize. I got a meeting at 1 p.m., but it's definitely a good conversation. I think that we were able to get to the substance of it, you know what I mean, without belaboring the point, right? There's obvious pushback that either a portion of it makes sense, right? And those aren't the people that we're talking about. We're talking about these people who are self-inflicting these wounds and then entitled when they do so, right? That I know Mr. Fantastic say it all the time. Ain't, can't, don't, want. That's the nigga I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the person who working, they got a supplement, who just came home, got a supplement. Those things happen, right? You know, you need subsidies for people that are trying, right? And then that gives them a catapult to get to where they're going. And it works in a lot of different ways, right? A Pell Grant, as an example. You know, if that person's trying, they got 4,000, they go to community college. Now that 4,000 covers that, right? What happens? Hopefully that person becomes successful. Not saying school is the only option, the only way out, but it's one of the many. You know, so this kind of way looking at it, man. So great job, Sherelle. Any final thoughts?
Every day, just try to strive to learn more, be better, discipline yourself. That's what it all is. Mindset. You got to discipline, make sacrifices, and grow.
Indeed. August, one word final thought. What you got?
I think you gotta.
God
I
damn.
I had one word. I was thinking about it too. I think
you
you
wasted
gotta.
your one word on I.
Yeah, man.
What you got, August? One word for the people.
Preparation. That's all it's about. Preparation.
Melly Mel.
Self-willing.
What'd he say?
Self-willing.
Fuck, was he speaking Geechee? What'd he say?
Hold on. Let me take him. Self-willing.
Self-willing?
Yeah.
Is that hyphenated?
Yep. Compound word.
They talking shit, bro. Mr. Fantastic.
Perseverance.
I like it. Trey. One word final thought. Huh? What? Is that a compound word too?
No, it's 2 words, but hard work.
All right, so at least we know the kids, Melly Mel and Trey, don't really understand what I'm asking them, but it's all good. They
said one
word. I accept it.
You said one word.
I love y'all. Tiff, 3 word final thought, Tiff.
Oh, now she get 3 words.
R.I.P. to my brother today.
What brother?
My brother. I've been with you for 1 year today.
He died just now today?
It's
Oh,
been
you
a
say he died 1 year ago today. Oh yeah, man. God bless the dead, man. You know, be kind when you can. Love on your people. If people tell you they fine, go check on them. You heard? Shit get real quick. A lot of people who thought they was gonna make it home yesterday did not. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be you until it is. You heard? So love on your people, man, and hold them accountable. That's love as well. You know what I mean? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. See you in the Discord. See y'all tonight. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.
Closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and nobody want to hear, but it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.